it's special what's behind your back. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack.
And I don't have work tomorrow, so
Come here,
like
girl.
the old days.
Come to the back. VIP. Drinks on me. Let me see what you're twerking with. Look at those hips. You make me smile. Go ahead, child. I'm bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back.
Me and my Jager.
Them other boys don't know how to act. I think it's special what's behind your back. So turn around and I'll pick up the slack. Come here, girl. Come to the back. VIP. Drinks on me. Let me see what you're twerking with. Look at those hips. You make me
Saddest birthday.
go ahead, child. I'm bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy
Birthday time. Oh, where's my saxophone?
Come here, girl. Come to the back. VIP. Drinks on me. Let me see what you're twerking with. Look at those hips. You make me smile. Go ahead, child. Get your sexy on. Get your sexy on. Get your sexy on. I'm bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back, bringing sexy back.
Where's the funny birthday song? It's depressing. Willy's Wonderland. We got a bang energy. A bottle of Jager. 3 beatboxes. I'm ready to get fucked up. There it is, the birthday song.
Hey kids, you know what time it is? It's birthday time!
It's your birthday, and we want you to have fun. It's your birthday, so let's party, everyone. It's your birthday.
Technically my birthday for 3 more hours.
It's your birthday, so let's party, everyone.
Okay now kids, clap your hands like there's no tomorrow.
It was pretty shitty.
Welcome you to Willie's, where everyone's your friend.
That's right!
Here at Willie's,
39, baby.
good times never end. Birthday fun for everyone. How old are you today? Everyone at Willie's is hoping you will stay.
Forever.
It's birthday time. It's birthday time. It's
Counts as
birthday
not
time.
drinking
Let's
alone,
cheer
right?
at Willie's Wonderland.
Proudly
Sorry. This counts as not drinking alone, right? Oh, god damn it. Okay. I'm back to my weird shit. I don't know. Well, it doesn't really matter. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. You know what? Let's do another shot just for fun. Because I gotta play catch up. And then we'll... I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, God. But I have tomorrow off. I'll jump up and take a shot. Got a bottle of Jager and 3 beatboxes. And a bang energy drink. This is my version of Jager bomb, I guess. Oh, you know what? I think I could actually do a Jager bomb. No, I worked, and then I came home and was gonna drink, but then I slept until now, and then I woke up and started drinking. I was born at 2:13 in the morning, so, well, I guess it's technically about 2 more hours of my birthday, but that's okay. I'm not gonna do that. These glasses break very easily. Here's the second Jager shot. Let's drink until we can't feel feelings anymore. I do that most nights. 27, goddamn. So you're 12 years younger than me? Shit. Getting old. Then we got this beatbox. I'm gonna get really fucking drunk really fucking quick. Mixing alcohol. Oh god, okay. What the fuck am I gonna do? I guess it's too late for Super Shade to hop on. Aw. So I was gonna play Split Fiction with him. But I guess he's probably asleep like a normal functioning human. You know what? I think I do want to play Mana, but I want to watch people getting hurt. That's my birthday wish, to watch a person do worse than I did. What do they call it? Schadenfreude? Taking pleasure in another person's misery. Oh, hey, and they uploaded. That's good. Alright. Where's Fail Army? I haven't watched a Fail Army in a while. Yeah, I just woke up from I guess it was about a 3.5 hour nap. Is that a nap or is that shitty sleep? I don't know. Doesn't matter, I don't have to work tomorrow. You think it's a nap? Okay. When does it become full on, like, sleep? 4 hours? 6 hours? Okay. Crazy Summer 2025 fails. 5? Okay, that's fair.
You're right.
It's always funny.
Okay, level 2.
Ooh, maybe I'll do this later if I get drunk enough. Orion, what do you want? Here, you want everyone to see you? Here. Oh, they're fine. They're fine. Dude, those things are gone. Yeah. He nearly made it. I can't get mad at him.
Okay, that wasn't that bad.
All right.
Okay, let's try again.
You gonna sit in my lap? You gonna be lap kitty for a while? Dude, he's better than I am. Shit. Oh, yeah. That's good. I didn't do any of these today. So, that makes me happy. What the f...
Wow.
First time making churros? It's just gonna be like dough, isn't it? What the fuck? Wait. Is that like a real thing? Oh yeah. You have a bike? Like a crotch rocket or a cruiser? Oh, cool. No, that's bad. See, that's bad. You don't want to do that. I actually have an interesting story. I got hit on a bike. Not like a motorcycle or anything. Like a regular bike, like a pedal bike, like in my story currently that I'm telling. I was on the way to where I was, ooh, thank you, going to get married. At the time, my fiance, now ex-wife, um, anyway, um, pretty big atheist, hadn't been to a church in a very long time. But there was like one on campus, or there's like this thing that they used to call the Yellow House on campus. And I was like, okay, she wanted to get married in that and everything. And I was on my way there. I love my bike. I used to bike everywhere on campus. We were in college and everything. Um so I went across the road in a truck. It was a white truck. I distinctly remember. It clipped the back of my bike and going pretty fast. I've never been in any situation like that. It actually, weirdly enough, spun me around 180 or 360 degrees. Like I got hit, thought I died or something, and then I was like pretty much in the exact same position that I was in, except I thought I died. Didn't fall down at all. No idea how the fuck that happened, but okay, so that happened, and then I got the fuck out of the street. The guy like hit and ran too. Okay, so I had no idea. Like I didn't. Well, give me a second. Anyway, I was like right at the place that I needed to. I just had to cross the street, and then I went in there, and there wasn't a like I was clearly disheveled. My bike, the back wheel was like bent 90 degrees from where it hit me. So I mean, the bike was done. And all these like church people, it wasn't I came in there and I was like, yeah, I just got hit and ran. And all these church people come up around me and stuff, and they were like, "Oh, did you get his license plate? Like, what kind of truck was it? Like, what what happened? Did he run or whatever?" Not a single goddamn person, funny enough, was like, "Hey, are you okay? Do you need to sit down? Do you need water? Do you need..." It was, "Hey, did you get their license plate? Did you see who did..." Like, complete, like, fucking litigation on that. I'm like, no, I'm trying to get out of the fucking street because I might get hit again or die, or, and I'm, like, in goddamn shock. So, that's my bike story. Yeah, so. That's my bike story. Anyway, is that a good story? Probably not, but I did get hit on a bike, and I have not had a bike since. Not because I'm scared of getting one, I just am lazy and haven't gotten one. Yeah. Yeah, that was fucking terrifying. Anyway. Time is it? 12? It's midnight? You gotta take a midnight shot. Those are the rules. And that, I bet that hurt a lot.
You good?
Oh, yeah. Did it hit his nuts?
Man, I should not go to espresso martinis.
Ooh, no, no. See, you don't know. Failed dexterity check. This is some fucking Looney Tunes shit right there. The only thing I got for my birthday, my dad got me a $300 Amazon gift card. Oh shit. That's some heavy line dancing. Yeah, yeah. Orion tends to use my testicles as a jump board every time he gets out of my lap, so he's a ticking time bomb right now. Not that he means to, it just happens every single time. Not that I'm using them or anything.
Yeah, boy, yeah.
So. But yeah, I worked today. There he goes. And I took tomorrow off because I knew I was going to be drinking and getting shit-faced tonight. Oh, shit. Yeah. And, yeah, that's about it. Oh my god. I'm trying to think of, like, the worst fall I've ever had.
What the?
Dude, I've had shit like that happen. Oh, it wasn't in our car. $20. That's fine. Oh, really? Like, were you at a concert or something? Or were you, like, playing? We were at a concert one time. I forgot who it was for. I want to say it was for, like, Dragon Force or something way back in the day. Gravedigger Hole? What's that? And one of the opening bands were like shit, and you could tell that they had their own little like posse there to like cheer them on, which, you know, now I would say they probably weren't shit, but back then I had like the fucking worst snobby musical takes. Yeah, me neither. I haven't thought of Dragon Force in forever either. But there was a band opening for him. I'm pretty sure it was Dragon Force, and like they were all into it. Like looking back now, I'm like, good for them, man. Because I'm like, whatever, you know. If it's not my thing, doesn't mean that other people don't like it. But the singer was, man, he was trying his best to get like the whole crowd riled up, and we were just like, where the fuck is Dragon Force? It's what we came for. And he thought that the crowd was riled up. I don't know. It's probably adrenaline or some shit. And he fucking ran and he leapt into the crowd, and the little sea of his minions were not where he leapt, and it was like probably maybe like 5 feet away from me, but like everyone kind of just opened up, and he fucking fell and hit the goddamn concrete, the hard floor of that venue. Just fucking ate shit on it. And the band kind of stopped. Like they were playing, and you could tell like they didn't stop, but they were like, is he okay? And he like finally got up. I guarantee that motherfucker had a concussion. Secret hole on it. Oh, okay. Okay, I see. It's like a dead man's trap, but open or something like that. But yeah, this guy, he thought he was gonna like crowd surf or something, like, because he was all into his song, and the fucking crowd just split up, and he fucking ate it hard. Never forget it. That's... What is this? Oh shit. Dude, that is the real G. Oh, I one time I worked at a Walmart. I was like this was right after high school, and I was a cart pusher. And me and my friend were cart pushers, and let me tell you, they don't pay those motherfuckers enough for like in Texas, like the heat that we have here. Fuck that. And one time we had that like little thing that like you control like forward and backwards, the thing where you just stack the carts on and you get like a real big train of them or whatever. Forgot what they're called, but he clipped one of these like cart caddy things, and it wasn't put together very well, and it kind of drug it, and it started folding in, and it fell over on a car, and we were like, what the what the fuck do we do now? And then he went inside and he's like, this cart caddy thing just kind of fell over due to the wind. And I get they believed him. He never got in trouble. There wasn't any kind of like footage or anything either, so I don't know. Fine. But it did fall over on a car.
The alpacas
Like,
are
what the
just right
fuck?
there. Oh no.
Goddamn alpacas. Has there been a person in humankind to ever use one of those boards correctly and not fall? God damn, I want a bike. I want to get a bike again. How much do bikes cost now? Yeah, that probably hurt. No! You stupid dog. Ooh, I bet that fucking hurt. On the ribs and everything. Yeah. Plastic. Oh, God. Okay, now, let's be fair. Anything this gymnast does is automatically not considered a fail. Even though that looked like that hurt. That was more of a practice kind of thing. That's not a fail in my book.
No!
That's a fail. That's funny.
Stop, please stop.
No, you're gonna... What happened?
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Good, I'm glad your stupid gender reveal shower didn't go well. Fuck gender reveals. Although that is a beautiful backdrop.
Wait.
Hold on, I saw a car collide with a motorcycle. Oh, really? Shit. Was it like pretty quick? Like a high rate of speed? Yeah, sometimes, fuck, dude. There's some like crazy shit that'll happen. Like the other day when that Indian plane exploded, there's one guy that made it out. Like the whole fucking plane exploded. He was okay. He was alive. I don't know if okay would be the right term, but yeah, that's crazy. Like I should have died when I got hit on that bike, or at least gotten severely hurt. Nothing though. It's some weird shit that happens. Goddamn. Shut it off! I wonder if he says it another time, it'll help him shut it off. Yeah. That's why we don't drink and drive. As drunk as I get, almost goddamn every night, I've never once in my life driven when I was drunk. Oh shit.
Oh my gosh. Hold on.
You better take that flag down. You're gonna get ICE raiding you. No matter how white you are. Sorry. No politics. Yeah. I didn't see what happened to him. He's golfing what I assume to be a beer can which is what you do, clearly. He's doing the right thing. What is he looking at? I don't get it. What is this man doing? Did he like hit? Sorry, I'm going back frame by frame. Okay, he hits it. The can goes over there. We're doing some drunken forensics. And maybe his... So he looks up here. I guess he broke the window on the other side? It's kind of a shitty fail video, I'm not gonna lie. It's a little bit of a shitty fail video. And again, if she's wherever she is, it's automatically not a fail.
No! No!
Dude, they came from velociraptors and shit. Don't fuck with chickens. Wait, what did she do? I thought those were wolves, like, coming for the baby. Humans are so stupid. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? Just watching stupid people do stupid things. Yeah, he broke his butt. Yeah, thanks, I guess. It is quite tiny. It is a very tiny burger. You know, I kind of wish I would have fallen down graduating. I've graduated 3 times in my life. Yeah, high school, undergrad, graduate. And when I graduated graduate school, I got the, like, special little sash for Sigma Pi Sigma and stuff, because I was, like, vice president and shit, and I was the only one graduating at that point. That would have been funny to fall down during that ceremony. Astrophysics guy can't even fucking walk across the stage. That would have been really funny. I should have done that. I don't think I could have done it convincingly on purpose, though. What are you up to, Caladrius? You need to download Split Fiction and play it with me. I mean, it's got farting pigs with rainbows. What more can you want? And it's free. What, kid? He's learned a valuable lesson today. He has learned a valuable life lesson.
Ay, no. Quedó en video.
People can be so stupid. Oh, yeah.
You got to wait for it to unlock.
Yeah, hey, that may be me later on tonight. Who knows? Who knows? I ain't gonna work tomorrow. It's my birthday night, goddammit.
Oh my god. Oh my.
What the fuck happened? The stupid sink broke. You know, I haven't been to a water park in like 25 years.
Oh my gosh.
Nope,
gosh,
you
what do I
fucked
do?
up. You fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what it is. Is it poisonous? This is like some shit my sister would have done. Or would do. May do tomorrow. Fat people falling down. Never gets old. The fuck is that? What was that? He threw the diploma instead of the hat. Motherfucker graduated, threw his diploma away instead of his hat. You can get another one for like $30, but still.
Yo!
I've done that before. You get on that mud that's like surface mud. You know, that kind of mud.
Oh, that's for you. Thank you.
It's nice to see other people are fuck ups too and can't do day-to-day general things. It just something about that is comforting. Not even that it's funny, it's just like, oh, yeah. Everyone else kind of fucks up too all the time. And yeah.
You're away.
Somebody's about to get wet. Yeah, there it is. Orion. Okay. He didn't use my testicles as a springboard that time. That's why we love Orion. You're gonna have a little fire there. Ooh. See, this is a man with a plant. Nope, he ruined it. He ruined his entire drink. What is it? Oh, it's like a bird. And an orange cat. A bird in a house and an orange cat.
Getting fired. Oh boy. Way to go, bud.
Have y'all seen that guy? There's a plumber who's like trying to fix it's basically exactly that, and he has no idea what the fuck he's doing, and he only makes it worse. Like, it's a pretty famous video. It's like 15 years old though. This is my sister's house. She has like
Feeling
fucking
very
20
blessed
animals.
today. Everything has just kind of been going my way. I know first day back to work after a long holiday weekend can be tough, but it wasn't at all. Actually, I wish I could have days like this every day.
Yeah, that's about right. I wonder why the little square came up.
I was telling my mom earlier.
They broke their bed.
Okay. Anyways, I was telling my mom earlier. I think I have.
It wasn't even the fun way.
Wait,
I literally think I have dog
20.
jaw.
Yeah, Colette. If Caladris is here, how many do you have? I don't even know if she's still here. She's like 13 birds, 3 cats, 2 very large dogs, one of which is a husky, so that's a whole thing in and of itself. I think she lost a rabbit recently. She had a rabbit. So it's like 15 animals or something. She has all kinds of fucking animals. It is wild. A lot of birds though, mostly birds
Bruh.
these days.
Look. No, see?
That's funny. I only have Orion. And he is never far from me. Alright, kid. What are you doing? That's just a kid being a kid. I wouldn't call that a fail.
I was straightening my hair per usual, and I'm like, I didn't put no extra
As
products
per usual.
in my hair. I'm like, this junk keeps smoking.
Okay then.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh my god, you couldn't even fall into the balls!
Hey, no more.
Come on, kid. You have 3 dogs, yellow lab, white lab. A Yorkie? Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you sure? Yeah.
I have 0 dogs. That's too much maintenance. I do good to keep Orion alive. I like being around dogs, especially big dogs. Because I can, you know, play with them, rough them up and everything, and they like that, but, what is she doing?
She tried to open the mail.
It's a Sonic the Hedgehog shirt on.
Pull it. See if you can take it.
Oh.
Oh my god. Dude. Kid is completely traumatized for life. That's fucking hilarious.
It's fake?
Yeah.
Wait, what? What? What?
That's funny. That's not a fail. That's just funny. A little slice of life moment. Dude, your hair looks like shit. Whatever product that is, it looks fucking awful. Yep. It's up. Yep, no. That's several $1,000s of damage. God dang it. Done ran into the garbage, or the garage door. Debbie? God dang. Gotta wait till it opens, Debbie, god dang it. I tell you what. That was fun. That was pretty good. Oh, what now? Nobody wants to watch me play stupid fucking, mana game. Even though I've been having a great time with mana. We could watch them react to Ginger Cow. God, Pat the NES Punk is still alive? Fuck me, I guess. Yeah, sure, why the fuck not? And we'll take another shot, because why not?
What up, everyone?
Them's
and
the rules.
welcome back
I
to
don't
the
make them
channel.
except
Today
I
we're
do,
checking
but
out
I
more
can't
South
change them.
Park, and
See,
this
that's
is
the thing.
Ginger Cow.
Once they're
The
made, they
thumbnail
can't be
literally had a
changed.
cow with like red hair, so I guess it's literally about a ginger cow.
Yeah, so I don't know anything about this episode besides that I think I might have heard this was one of the episodes that's not gonna be on Paramount Plus. I guess when there's like this switch over, I know there had been like fighting between the rights or something along those lines between HBO Max and Paramount Plus.
There's a big
so
thing.
I imagine by that logic we're probably going to see something a little edgy, to say the least, but I don't know what that topic might be.
Excuse me! Everybody, could I just have a second of your time, please?
What does he have to tell them?
I owe Kyle a big apology, and I want to do it in front of everyone because I was wrong, Kyle.
Because he's a ginger?
I thought only humans could be gingers. Davin here? Davin Miller?
It's about the Ginger Cow.
When Kyle said that humans weren't the only species that could have light skin and freckles, I totally laughed in his face. I didn't believe it. I guess I didn't want to believe it. But this morning I saw a red-haired, light-skinned cow, and I owe you.
What?
By the way,
you, Devin, my sincere.
I don't remember this episode. I've not had one of these in a while. And they are fantastically good. Bang Energy, Cotton Candy. I thought they got, like, sued or something because they said it had super creatine, which isn't like a thing. It definitely does not say that anymore. And the cans look different. They're white instead of black. It's not racist or anything. Just a factual conclusion. Yeah, no more super creatine. But it definitely has Ultra COQ 10, which is what you want in a energy drink. Is what I'm going to tell myself.
Here's apologies. Where did you find a red-haired cow? Oh, would you guys like to see it?
Is it just like fake?
There it is right there, Gene.
I don't remember this
He's
episode.
Painted him.
Yeah. Does it make ginger milk?
Strawberry milk.
Ooh, yeah.
Cartman, joke's over. What joke? This is real. Tell everyone you made the cow look like that.
He gave it glasses.
Too good. Too good.
How'd you get that cow to wear a wig?
Even the dumbest lie can have big consequences. I'm sure that is going to have
Oh,
earth-shattering
is this where,
consequences.
is
What's
this where
gonna
they
be the earth-shattering
turn...
consequence of a ginger cow?
میگه یک
No,
گاو ماده قرمز
that's
دیده
another
شده.
thing.
کجا این گاو قرمز ماده دیده شده؟
Is there supposed to be subtitles?
مجلس این کشور را منحل اعلام کرد تا زمینه را برای انتخابات آماده سازد.
Oh my gosh!
Pamoja na ubaradhuli
I
wa
don't remember
uvutaji
this
sigara.
episode.
They're just
At
like not
all.
supposed to know what's going on. What is why? What is going on in every country?
Everyone just can't say that word for YouTube.
Unaliving.
I'm not monetized. They're committing suicide.
Kyle, these men have apparently come all the way from Israel to speak with me, but
Oh,
we need a
shit.
translator.
Topical.
I don't
This is
speak
topical.
Hebrew.
This boy, okay, is Jew. Jew like you.
Oh, it's so funny to me because it rhymed.
We're just trying to tell them that we come on very urgent
Did
business.
you like not speak English the whole time?
Or did they not even talk to them?
He said they'd come on urgent business.
Oh my gosh!
Look, we believe that this school has something which is of the utmost importance to our people. We wish to see the red cow.
What does the red cow have to do with anything?
The red cow is fake anyway.
The coming of a red heifer is the most holy sign in all of Judaism. It signals the beginning of the end. It is not just our religion, but Islam and Christianity as well.
I don't remember this
The
episode.
red heifer means the end of times.
This is like a horrible timed episode to watch.
We had no idea what this episode was about.
It's very topical.
You catch any of that, Kyle?
Oh my holy schmear! They beat us here!
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh
gosh.
my gosh.
What's going on, Kyle?
Absurdly
He said
topical.
the Muslims beat them here. God damn it.
Oh
Horribly
Ooh,
timed
okay.
episode.
no. Why do we always like horribly timed
Well,
episodes?
the last one that we did this was the Switch
Okay,
too.
that
That wasn't like the
There was
most
something
crazy
else
thing.
too. The George Lucas one on his birthday, and something else happened on
They
something
live like
else.
3
Yeah,
hours
ran to the
south
school
of
and
me.
told everyone,
They
"Hey,
live
there's
in
a red-headed
San
cow
Antonio,
outside, you should all
Texas,
see it."
baby. We're
Oh my gosh, there's a
terrible
holy
state.
war going on over this cow.
With glasses.
I'm pretty sure that this cow could make ginger cheese, which is like a Swiss cheese, except instead of holes, it has freckles.
Ginger cheese.
Muslims and the Christians are calling for a meeting to discuss the terms of war.
Oh my gosh.
Let us meet to discuss how the world as we know it ends.
Dude, this is
Man,
wildly
this was
topical.
poorly timed.
And so far we agree there'll be no automatic rifles, no shanks, and no chemical weapons.
And be no chemical weapons, then the Christians can use
It's
no
the
nuclear
Ayatollah.
weapons.
Oh, come on, without nuclear
gosh.
weapons, what kind of final Armageddon is this gonna be? Now on to prisoners. Are we all agreeing
Oh
to
my gosh.
decapitations? Of course we are.
Oh shit.
We are all in a room together.
Oh.
Has it occurred to anyone else that this prophecy could actually be meant to bring us together?
Are they gonna take
Yeah,
things
yeah.
out?
What?
Oh my gosh.
Anthony, his laugh. He has an infectious laugh.
After all the years of holy wars and hatred,
I've been
a
watching them
possibility
forever.
for
They're
peace in the Middle East.
Probably my
How did Cartman somehow do this?
I've got to tell you something, Cal. The red-headed cow
Sorry.
isn't real.
Well, now it's not because it's dead.
But it was real.
You asked me if I'd lied, I looked you right in the eye and I said, no. I owe you an apology, and I mean it. There's no denying it all worked out for the best this time. No, Cal, you said that it's never for the...
It's so funny whenever Cartman has this, like, I don't know if it's fake or not because I don't remember this episode, but like whenever he's trying to like be good or whatever, he's always dressed up in this like, you know, something like this, like some kind of nice sweater shirt combo, kind of like his hair's all groomed and everything.
For the best.
He wants them to keep fighting?
Don't you do this. The Middle East is finally at peace. I don't know how I can live with this. I don't think I can unless I don't know, maybe you called your mom a fat skank?
He's like trying to hold it over on him.
Told her that her tits belonged in a morgue, then maybe somehow I could live with this. You're right, Kyle. I should just tell the truth and be done with it.
Oh.
Wait.
He's gonna keep him, like, keeping up this lie.
Mom?
Hi,
He's actually gonna do it.
It's like blackmail.
You're a fat skank, Mom. How come you're carrying Cartman's stuff?
Oh my
gosh.
Kyle's doing all kinds of things for me. He finished my homework, gave me the soda from his lunch.
It is blackmail for world peace.
Wasn't there something you wanted to say, Kyle? Remember about the... Yes.
Oh no.
I love Cartman's farts.
So stupid.
Okay.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. I want Cartman's farts in my tummy.
That's such a like kid
elementary
thing
school
to
thing.
say. Yeah.
Can I please have Cartman's farts in my tummy? Okay, Jesus. Lay down on your back, Cal.
Ew, no, ew!
But I can muster up here.
Yummy, yummy,
Let's
yummy.
see.
Oh no, I can't.
Yummy, yummy. Thank you, Cartman. What the fuck? If you knew something but couldn't tell anyone, what would you do?
Well, Kyle, living with a lie's never a good thing. Could you maybe just tell me?
I love having Cartman's farts in my tummy.
Oh, that's why it was still a Cartman thing!
I love it so much.
One eye.
Why do you like his farts in your tummy?
Why did we ask him to expand on it?
Kyle, that's kinda odd. Not sure how to help you with that.
Mr. Mackey, could I...
Is he gonna do it again?
Not if you have some delicious farts for me. Kyle, are you sure? All right.
Ew! No! How many times?
It's funny to see her react like girl reactions to this boy humor shit.
We need to go through this.
Let us celebrate under one symbol.
Oh yeah, I do remember a symbol merging together.
What? Van Halen?
Yeah, it is Van Halen. I do remember the symbol merge.
I was like thinking
Yeah, dude, Van Halen. Interesting note about Van Halen. His most popular song, Jump, hates it. Fucking hates it. Because it's all synth, and Van Halen's a very, very, very good guitarist. But he's mostly known like from what I don't know what you call normies or whatever. Like for Jump, right? Everyone knows Jump. Dun 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 dun, like synthesizer song. Fucking hates it.
It's so ridiculous.
Jews, Christians, and Muslims have united.
Under Van Halen?
10 years of Van Halen.
I'm okay with that.
Oh my gosh.
I'm okay with
People are celebrating like never before.
I love when
Totally
they insert
okay with that.
actual like footage into the show.
No doubt Israel is the happiest, rockinest place to be.
Oh my gosh.
And then October 7th happened. Sorry.
Well, there's peace in the Middle
This was
East.
before that.
You're saying maybe it's gonna lead to peace all over the world. We've been friends a long time. Can you just tell me why you like Cartman's farts so much? I just do, Stan. They're really that good? Yes. Should I try them?
Oh no.
Yummy, yummy.
Is, what?
Is that like the ringtone?
Hey, I was just about to order some dinner. What sounds better in your mouth tomorrow, Thai or Greek?
Oh my gosh.
It's fucked up.
You should have a say in this. They're your yummy farts.
Watch the truth come out and the fighting happen again.
Kyle Broflovsky.
Is this God?
Oh, shit.
What you are doing is the most awesome thing ever.
What the heck?
I can't tell if this is Cartman messing with him or not. Oh my gosh.
I endure what I must for the sake of all humanity.
So do they plan on performing for 10 years straight?
What can this reporter say except that Israel freaking rocks?
Kyle, don't do this. Don't eat Cartman's farts in front of the whole world.
It's got this like
Aw.
What I do because I care about each
cultist
and
and
every one of you.
whatever
Well,
on.
now he
I
just
don't know
sounds
what
like
you'd
a
call it. It's not a
self-righteous asshole.
cultist thing.
All of a sudden, you seem to think you're above everyone else. I'm not better. I'm just doing what needs to be done to make the world a better place. See, you sound like a dick. I happen to be the
Smarter.
one person who's putting
Smarter.
everyone else's needs before their own. Dick. You've had too much of Cartman's farts. You got sold for poisoning, and now you're a dick. All you need to know is I'm way awesomer than you think, okay? I don't think Kyle really loves Cartman's farts.
You think?
This all started with stupid peace in the Middle East, Kenny.
The stupid piece of the Middle East.
And now, let us honor the little boy who helped make all the.
My deal with that is, like, Israel and all of them around. It's such a tiny portion of the globe that affects everybody, and that is like a wild thing to me. It's a fucking wild thing to me. I won't go on my religious rant. I'm not drunk
This
enough
happened.
yet.
Eric Cartman and his best friend, Fart Boy.
He is so about to admit it.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, everyone, but apparently there's some breaking news in the United States.
What's going on?
Colorado, where the red cow was
shit.
discovered, and apparently
Stan?
two boys have shocking news that might change everything.
The truth about the red cow.
Oh shit.
So,
I have a
sorry,
pretty
hang
good
on.
hair day today.
Do not
Oh,
do
it's
this.
him?
Cartman hasn't been telling the truth.
Yes, I know
How
that.
did they find out?
Why do you think I've been putting up with his farts?
And you made him feel bad about it.
Yeah.
Let me stay on this path. I'll try to be cool about it. I'm sorry.
You should apologize to Kenny, too.
I'm sorry, Kenny.
That's okay, Kyle.
The red cow, I saw it, too. It came down from the sky in a flash of light. It was a miracle.
Hooray!
Oh no, it was a miracle!
What?
Oh shit.
The prophecy is not true.
What?
The
Supposed to be, like,
prophecy is that
natural
one day a
born.
fat child with a small penis would decorate a cow to look ginger. Not that one would miraculously just fall from the sky.
Oh shit.
We are associating with these heathens for no reason.
Small penis.
Muslims, Jews, and Christians are back at each other's throats. And Israel is once again a place of conflict and turmoil.
Hey.
Should have known a prophecy like
Teeing
this
up
was
current
too
day America.
impossible to ever come to be.
Tell them, Cartman.
Cow, you were right. I see now that little lies can cause huge problems.
Oh my gosh, so now you're gonna lie?
But it's the truth.
No, it's not, Kyle. I have a huge dick.
Hey, they measured before. We know that's not true.
How about we get a little dessert? Help cheer you up.
Ew! Ew! He put a cherry on top. Wow.
Okay,
I
that's
would've
pretty
never
good.
in a mil-
I vaguely remember that one, but Paramount is apparently like pulling all of the South Park shows onto there was like some kind of weird big dispute, and there's where it's already happened, there are a bunch of shows of South Park that have been deleted or taken away or just like not aired or something. And Matt Stone and Trey Parker are, that's who they are, right? Are not too happy about that. They are not very happy about censorship. It's not their thing. And I think they're actually suing Paramount if they don't put up their entire catalog.
million years thought that would be the topic of Ginger Cow.
I'll just say that it was very odd timing, like we said.
We had no idea what this episode was about.
To be honest, I don't understand why they would ban this episode.
Yeah.
Ban.
Oh, I
Ban.
do.
Which, I mean, I'm not for banning really
Easily.
any of the episodes,
Yeah.
obviously, but like some of the ones that we watched that were on the ban list, I'm like, really? Like,
It's
really
satire,
It's
and they make
stupid,
fun
yeah.
of everyone. So to me, by that logic, there should be no pulling of punches with any. I mean, there's a few that have been banned for quite a while that we know have been banned, but these ones, specifically this one, and then there was like a list of some that we had actually seen. I think some of the ones with like the Mr. and Mrs. Garrison thing are going to be taken off
So
too, which
fucking
we already had seen on this
stupid,
channel. Go ahead and check them out if you haven't already. But yeah, I don't think they should be banned either.
It's funny because it's like banned, but it's really just like they're just not gonna get put on the new
Streaming service, yeah.
or whatever.
But
Oh yeah, there's the stupid fucking Muhammad ones that have been banned, and it was so funny because they had shown Muhammad like depicted many times before, but then like all this shit started up, and then whenever they were gonna do an episode that like showed them him, whatever, uh, then they banned it, and then they retroactively banned all the other ones. It's like, why? Why now? You're so fucking stupid. Like, people are dumb.
Available on the DVDs if I'm not mistaken. So actually, I need to go and buy the DVDs because I do think that, or DVDs, Blu-rays, whatever. But I do think that there are a few that we can get, like those older band ones. I know there's like 200, 201. They don't have like names to them, and then I think there's like maybe another couple that have been banned for quite a while as well.
Another reason to get into physical media.
Absolutely, I'm
True.
a big proponent of physical media.
True.
I buy them all the time. But as always, if you want to stay ahead of our YouTube postings,
Yep,
or
no,
Mass
that was
Historical-
funny. I don't remember that. I mean, I kind of remember it now, but I don't really remember it all the way. Let's see. Do we have anything else? I mean, I could play Mana. I kind of do want to play Mana, but I know it's like not everyone's cup of tea. There's some like hardcore gooner bait that of a character that I just got, and it's like, okay, yeah, there's probably like terabytes of porn of this particular character. Because like you know why they were put in there. Come on, let's not. Oh, Pat, going a little gray. I got a little gray in my beard. I've got more gray than the camera lets on because of a shitty camera, and it probably blurs in the brown, or blonde or whatever the fuck my beard color is. But anything else? Scare theater. Found footage of Russia's most disturbing town. I'll bite. I'll bite. I think Scare Theater is not an AI slop channel. I generally try to stay away from AI slop. There's a channel that does a lot of like cave diving mishaps and stuff, and I like watching that. I think it's very interesting. But like weirdly enough, it's getting pretty bad on YouTube with these AI slop stuff. Because you can still tell, even though they're very it's almost lifelike, like you can still tell AI voices, and I fucking hate that shit. Like, I'm not a detractor of AI in any regard. Like, AI, there's some really, really fucking cool uses of AI. Chordify is one. Put it in song, it'll spit out the chords. You can play along with the song. Love it. I make a lot of like AI video game characters playing saxophone. It's just like a fun thing. But just this constant vomit of shit. Like talk over the video, give your own input. Like, don't just fucking throw a probably generated AI script into a fucking bot that like, I don't know, AI robots it or whatever. I don't know, like speaks AI. Don't do that. So this is Russia's most disturbing town. '96. I was 10 years old. Young me had no idea what the fuck was about to happen later on in his life. The Yulkin footage.
Hundreds of thousands of videos are uploaded to YouTube every day, most of which will never be seen by more than a handful of people. But deep inside this hole,
Like
there
every
exists
one of my
content
videos.
so disturbing that it's better left unseen. The Deep into YouTube subreddit is a community that shines a light into this void to put eyes on the videos that would otherwise never be seen. And sometimes what we see
get
is
behind that
much darker
subreddit.
than you'd expect. This is exactly what happened in January of this year when a user in this community made a post linking to a disturbing video uploaded in 2007 with very little context.
I think I know what this is. I think I know what this is. I think I've heard of this before. It's a fairly short video, so it doesn't really matter. I'm here all night, baby.
This video, titled 424242, depicts
there's a
an old
lot
video
of
recording
reaction
with
content
the
here.
timestamp October 12th, 1995.
It's like a bunch
At
of
the start,
dead
nothing
people or
too out
something.
of the ordinary happens. The camera is just being pointed at a snow-covered truck. It isn't until a little over 30 seconds into the video that something shocking happens. Somebody steps into the back of the truck and lifts up some sort of cover to reveal a lifeless body lying in the back of the truck.
Yeah, I've seen this before.
The only context provided is the opening text, which reads, "The Tragedy of Yultin" in Russian, and the ending text, which reads, "That's how Yultin died." The description is similarly vague, just reading, "That's how it happens." The comments, as you'd expect, were initially filled with confusion. In one of the oldest comments on this video, someone asks the uploader for some more context. Keeping up this pattern of ambiguous responses,
there's a
the
lot of
uploader simply
fucked up videos
says
on this
it would
channel.
take too long to go into detail. At first, it's tempting to assume this is some sort of ARG. After all, it has all the telltale signs. A grainy, ominous, contextless video, a mysterious, nonsensical title, and vague replies from the uploader. But I assure you, this is all very real. Looking further into this user's channel, we see a vast collection of other videos, most of which are completely unrelated to this event.
Weirdly enough, other than Japanese, if I could read like one other language, I think it would probably be Russian. Their fucking language is wild. And other than the current regime of Putin, I actually have like I really love like Russian history and stuff. Not that I could tell you anything about it, but like watching videos about it and stuff, I think it's super fucking fascinating.
However, from all these videos, we can isolate a select few which appear to have footage taken from the same type of camera near the same date as the video we just watched. Together, these videos tell a disturbing story as they give us a first-person perspective of what occurred in one of Russia's most disturbing towns. For this video, I tried reaching out to the uploader of these videos to find more info, but weirdly, I couldn't find much on him, which stood out because usually I can dig up US-based contact info in seconds. And then
here
hit
comes
me
the
that
ad.
The reason for that is because in the US, our personal data is
Here
literally
comes the ad.
everywhere. And if I can find it that easily,
I give it a 9 out of 10 integration. It's a pretty seamless segue into the
so can
ad.
literally
You gotta
anyone
give
else,
it to 'em.
including the thousands of data brokers buying and selling it every day. Now, technically,
First time
you can
chatter,
request
first
data
time
brokers to
ban.
delete your data, but here's the crazy part. They're
Enjoy.
legally allowed to just buy it again and relist it. That's why I've been using today's sponsor, Aura, to help keep my data off those sites. With just one sign up, Aura automatically sends removal requests to
Come
thousands
back
of
if
data
you wanna
brokers
hang out and
keeps
chill
doing
and
it,
not
so their info
shit up my
stays
chat,
off those
but,
sites.
you know,
But Aura goes
fair enough.
beyond that. It also alerts you if your info appears on the dark web, provides real-time credit and fraud alerts, and monitors your identity 24/7. And if somehow something does
Talk about
happen,
astronomy
Aura
or
includes
music or
$5 million
something.
in identity theft insurance protection. Honestly, it's crazy how much of your data is out there and how little you can do about it without a solution like this.
See, the thing
Aura
about this, how much data is out there on means you're not taking into factors of how much I care, which I don't.
Definitely help me relax knowing that I'm safe. There's no reason to leave yourself vulnerable when Aura exists. Try Aura free for 14 days at aura.com/scaretheater. In those 2 weeks, you'll discover where your data is being exposed and sold. Now, let's get back to the video.
Sure. Got 7 minutes until another shot. Dude, all of this alcohol is gonna fucking slam into me like a goddamn brick wall. Or I'm gonna slam into it. I don't know.
In the mid-1900s,
Relative, right?
the Cold War between the US and the Soviet Union was at its peak. Tensions were high, and the USSR was really pushing their industrialization to compete with the West in any way possible. In the late 40s, the Soviet Union had a stroke of luck. A surplus of tin and tungsten deposits were found in a remote area in the far east region of Russia. This was an amazing opportunity to expand their industrial reach, so they immediately took advantage of this by turning the area into a mining town called Yultin. A lot of money and planning went into the project. The town was heavily subsidized by the state with infrastructure, housing, and worker services. It was expensive to maintain, but the resources from mining made it all worth it. From the 1960s to the early 80s, the town was running very well. It had a mining and processing plants, airport, hospital, schools, movie theater, and cultural centers. This wasn't just a work site. It was a real town where people grew up, went to school, and had families.
It's like Chernobyl, right? It was the mining version of Chernobyl.
However, there was one massive problem. The town relied entirely on constant funding from the Soviet Union. Outside of this, the economy had no way of supporting itself without external funding. This meant...
To be fair, is that not like most mining towns and other towns based around like a single industry? Even here in America, in Michigan, you know, you had all these car factories that shut down and the towns went to shit or non-existent. You have like these mining towns in Pennsylvania and stuff. Some of them shut down. They're gone. You have like gold boom towns back in the day. Gold dried up, town shut down. It's not a new thing.
And that if their mining operations ever became unprofitable, or if the Soviet Union stopped funding for any reason at all, then the entire economy would completely collapse. Can you guess what happened? By the late 80s, the Cold War was coming to an end, and the Soviet Union just couldn't keep up with the US, both politically and economically. This led to the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991. This collapse meant that all funding for Yeltsin ceased practically overnight, leading to the town's economy falling apart. People who had the means were able to relocate, but those who stayed faced extreme poverty and poor conditions. By the mid-90s, everything was completely falling apart, and it was a horrific sight to see. And that
it seems like this is just a documented version of one of those towns in decline, which is actually pretty interesting in and of itself.
That is where the mysterious videos on this YouTube channel begin.
Sure.
The earliest video from this event on this channel brings us to August of 1995. As seen from the opening card, we are currently in the village of Mguima. By this point, Yeltsin wasn't just struggling, it was completely falling apart.
It's in the middle
The Soviet
of
Union had been
nowhere,
gone for nearly
dude.
4 years now. This meant 4 years of no money going into the town of Yeltsin. The few people that remained in the town at this point were struggling to survive. Despite the complete lack of structure in the region, the poor remaining souls in Yeltsin weren't completely forgotten. Some local governments in the region ran operations to deliver supplies to Yeltsin and help evacuate people. It's difficult to tell exactly who the people in this video are, but based on the context, it's possible they're part of some state-coordinated supply or evacuation convoy. Their mission was simple: make it to Yeltsin to assist the remaining citizens who are left there. As simple as it sounded, one of the most difficult parts was...
I'm sorry. That bus looks like it wants to die. The eyes are constantly open, the mouth, the very tiny wheels. My human brain is inputting like what do they call it? Personification of the bus. That bus looks like it's in pure fucking agony and hell, in which I can relate.
Actually getting to Yeltsin in the first place. The only way to get to Yeltsin on the ground was by following a very long gravel road built in the 50s called the Yeltsin Highway. The men in this video followed this road, which brought them through the Mguima village, and then closer and closer toward Yeltsin. The trip was actually pretty easy, up until they reached their main obstacle. As they followed the road, they reached a section where a large river cut through the road. In order to complete their trip, they needed...
There's some fucking like 1980s version of Oregon Trail where you have to ford the river
to find a way to cross this. This was basically a make or break point for anyone trying to make it into the town.
Actually,
if you managed to cross
1990s
this river,
version,
then the rest was fairly straightforward. The footage documents just how difficult getting past this was. We see shots of vehicles toppled over in the water and people stranded out in the water needing boats for help to get them out. After a significant struggle, it looks like some vehicles were able to make it through, but definitely at a cost. The end card reads, "That's how our drivers got hurt," which implies these videos were actually taken by the uploader himself. There were several comments posted by the uploader which confirm this too. This was not just some footage this person found and re-uploaded. he actually lived through this.
Shit. It's fucked up. It's actually pretty interesting, though.
We already talked about this footage at the beginning of this video, but seeing how it fits into the timeline of events does help us understand it better. It was now October, and by this point, it would have been extremely cold in this region. Because of all the infrastructure in this town being shut down, winter sent all the residents into full survival mode. This shot is a very powerful presentation of just how severe things were in Yultine by this point. This wasn't just an economic collapse. People were dying. As for why the body's in the truck, it's not entirely clear, but one plausible reason is that it was loaded onto the truck for transport. All the community resources in the town shutting down meant that there were no longer any stable emergency services, hospitals, or even burial systems. So this may have been one of many bodies loaded onto a truck to be transported out to receive a proper burial. As horrific as a sight that this was only the beginning of what would be shown from inside this town.
Wow. It's like probably burning these buildings
most of the people
to
who once
keep
resided in Yultine were either
Wild.
dead or evacuated.
Wild shit.
The once populated apartment buildings in the town now only housed a small handful of people. On one freezing winter night in January, the few Yultine residents left lay shivering in their beds trying to make it through the night, when suddenly the silence was broken. A fire tore through one of the apartment buildings, jolting everyone awake. In a panic, they all scrambled through the smoke and heat to escape into the brutal cold. This video captures the chaos of the burning building while we hear confused.
Isn't that so fucked up? To like escape from the burning building into the brutal cold? Like that just seems like kind of a fuck you from the universe.
Residents in the background talking about what
we humans live in such like a tiny of the almost infinite amount of temperatures going from 0 Kelvin to I think Vsauce did a thing of like what's the hottest temperature there could be. We live in just this like incredibly small sliver of like between this temperature and the outside. Like where is that Goldilocks zone? It's wild. It's wild to think
is going
about.
to happen next. Though
Oh, it's 1
no
o'clock.
really
We have to do a
knows.
Jager shot.
So how was this level of destruction even possible?
True
Well,
story.
because all the town's infrastructure was long abandoned at this point, this meant that most of the central heating systems stopped working. This made the already harsh winter excruciating for the people that remained. In a desperate attempt to stay warm, some residents needed to heat their homes with stoves and space heaters. The problem was that the electrical wiring in the building wasn't designed to handle this load, which led to the fire that we're seeing here.
Hey, that's like Texas every winter.
The footage
We have
ends
a
with a
shitty,
haunting shot of the aftermath the next day.
System here.
Charred
of
debris,
energy,
icy winds,
our energy grid.
no
is
help
awful.
coming. Things
Wouldn't
weren't
recommend.
just bad anymore. They were hopeless. When an entire town gets blindsided by its own government, you can bet your ass people are gonna be pissed. That's what the final 3 videos documenting this event on this channel capture. By the time this footage started, Yultine had been going to shit for years, and people needed answers. These videos depict a town hall-like meeting with what seems to be some type of local officials or regional administrators speaking to the citizens. The description of the first video here suggests the names of these officials are Isakov and Fedorenko. The goal of these officials is to calm everyone down and explain what's going to happen from here, which is much easier said than done.
They're all going to
Many
die.
of these residents had spent their entire lives in Yultine, and now they're suddenly being told it's over. And worst yet, most of them weren't going to be receiving any sort of compensation or assistance. As you'd expect, the energy of the room is tense and chaotic. People shout over each other, and accusations are thrown.
Hey, you helped establish this town. You got us a bunch of tungsten and whatever the other fuck kind of thing that you got us. Thank you for that. You get no compensation. Good luck. Is effectively what they're saying.
Throne, including claims that the money for the town was being stolen or misused by these
Good
very
for them, right?
officials. And as for the officials themselves, they don't seem to have many answers. The overall sentiment from the crowd is anger, sadness, and desperation.
I've heard of Yulton.
These were some of the final moments documented of the town of Yulton and its residents. Not long after this, the town's population rapidly dwindled down to 0. Some people were more resilient than others, toughing it out all alone here for much longer than you might expect. In the late 90s, the Russian government declared Yulton non-viable, and it was never seriously talked about again. Today, Yulton is completely abandoned, with only ruins remaining of a once bustling economy. The lifeless site is occasionally visited by urban explorers who have posted some beautiful photography of what remains. Out of context, these Yulton videos do appear to be extremely unsettling, but once you really step into the story and imagine what this person must have been experiencing while recording all of this, it's mostly just sad. A lot of people's core memories happened here, and unfortunately, a lot of people suffered immensely. But even though the town is gone, their stories will still be remembered. And that's largely thanks to the Yulton channel for documenting an important but brutal piece of history.
That's what the internet's for, documenting brutal history.
Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the flip side.
That was a good video. I like that video. Scare Theater put out some good stuff. It's not AI bullshit. I'll post it in the chat, even nobody's here, but you know, I want to do my due diligence. That was a good one. I enjoyed that one. What is string theory? Well, it's a bunch of nothing now. So my deal about string theory is like people are like, oh, it's untestable. Is it though? Is it? I don't think it is. Because I think if you could build up something from string theory to be testable that hasn't been tested before, then I think that would lend at least a little bit of credence to string theory if the theory itself is not testable, but it can create testable events that that otherwise did not exist before, but it hasn't done that. So I'm actually a big proponent of string theory. I don't know the latest on it, but I'm also a big proponent of like mathematics and stuff. So being more of a theorist, mathy guy, I quite like that. Anyway. Axiom 4 mission launches International Space Station. Ooh, shit, let's watch.
Once we're through that period of maximum dynamic pressure, we throttle up our Merlin engines again. From there, at about 2.5 minutes into flight, we have a
we're like
series
25
of 3 events
minutes
that happen
out.
in rapid succession. The first is main engine cutoff, also called MECO. This is where all 9 Merlin engines shut off in preparation for stage separation. Stage SEP is when the first stage detaches from the second stage, with the first stage making its way back to Earth for landing as the second stage continues on its journey with the third event.
Now, SES-1, or second stage engine start number 1, that's where the Merlin vacuum engine...
Dude, now I just want to play Kerbal Space Program.
And Dragon into orbit.
What is happening
now,
with
stage
Kerbal
2 heads
2?
into the targeted drop-off orbit. Stage 1 will execute
Is that
3
like still
burns
a
in order to
thing?
make its way back to Earth. The first is the boost back burn, where 3 of the Merlin
boost
1D
back
engines
burn.
reignite and then shut down.
You gotta
that heads the
boost
first
that
stage
back
to Cape Canaveral.
and you burn it.
The second burn, or the entry burn, helps to slow the first stage down in preparation for entry back into the Earth's atmosphere.
Yeah.
About 70 seconds before Dragon reaches orbit, Falcon 9 will land back on Earth. The landing burn will bring the vehicle's speed down rapidly in order to land back on land near the launch site.
See, the reason the Falcon 9 or the
into our mission.
that first stage actually works is because it doesn't have 36 fucking Falcon 9 engines on it.
right after stage
It's too
separation.
much, man.
That concludes
Why do you think
our
we have a
last just
single
over 6
stage
minutes
with
to
a
get in orbit,
single
but
engine
we'll
on a
wait to hear
fucking gimbal?
confirmation of insertion into a good
That's the
orbit.
only
Then
thing
Dragon and the
that
second
has to
stage
do
begin
anything.
preparations
Like
to separate
I'm
Dragon.
sorry, that
About 51 seconds after we
never.
get into orbit,
It's not
we
like
should have
I
a great view of
went to
Dragon with
college
the
and
four-person
studied this
crew
shit.
drifting away in Dragon, moving away from the second
Elon
stage.
Musk is a
Once
fucking
Dragon's
moron
a short distance away,
who's
it'll begin
never had
checkout
any
with
kind
vehicle
of
maneuvering thrusters. That'll
in
make sure Dragon continues
engineering
to
like
increase
that,
separation
but
distance from
whatever.
the second stage.
The nose cone deploy sequence will
Keep
initiate
blowing
just
up
before
your
T
stupid
plus 12
fucking
minutes
starships.
and finish around T plus 15 minutes, exposing Dragon's docking mechanism in advance of arrival at the International Space Station. Speaking of which, we should hand it back now to Sandra Jones at NASA's Mission Control Center in Houston, Texas for a quick update. Sandra?
Thanks, Ronnie. The space station team here in Houston is focused on the critical systems of the International Space Station, all continuing to function as
Aren't they
expected ahead of launch.
deleting the ISS? I don't.
And the station will be
I
ready
gotta
to
keep
receive
up with
Dragon
this
and the
shit.
Axiom 4
There's
crew
so
on
much to keep
Thursday.
up with.
After Dragon is fully docked to the
Is the
orbital laboratory, the team here in
ISS
Houston will assist the Axiom
going
space
to
and space
go
station astronauts with leak checks
to
as they work to open
going to
hatches on both Dragon and
be
inside the
commissioned?
station's pressurized mating adapter. We expect
The
hatch opening
ISS is gonna be fucked in 2030.
Once the Axiom 4 crew arrives at the International Space Station, they will be greeted by the Expedition 73 crew, which
With a
includes
D-orbit
astronauts Nicole Ayers,
to burn up over the Pacific Ocean. What will replace the
Space
ISS?
Exploration Agency astronaut Takoya Onishi, and Roscosmos cosmonauts Kirill Peskov, Sergei Ryzhikov, and Alexei Zubritsky. Flight director Heidi Brewer is on console right now.
Oh, the Lunar Gateway
Launch this evening.
and commercial
And
space
with Mission
stations.
Control in Houston go for launch. For now, we'll send it back over to Sonia at Kennedy.
So nothing. We'll never get back.
Thanks, Sandra.
This we're too stupid.
Highlights. I'm joined now by Axiom Space's chief scientist, Dr. Lucy Lowe. Lucy, thanks for joining me here at the desk. With so many science portfolios that are going to be accomplished, there are more than 60 from more than 30 countries. We can't cover it all. Give us a high-level look of what this portfolio looks like.
Yeah, so happy to, Sonia. So this mission is chock-a-block, jam-packed.
What is the
with really
effect of
science. We have everything from human research.
What is that called? The Kessler syndrome? We're gonna have the Kessler syndrome sooner rather than later.
Looking at growing plants and all kinds. We have some physical sciences.
And Musk is gonna be a huge proponent of that, launching so many stupid fucking Starlink satellites when you don't need that many. But
So we've had great success with AX1,
yeah.
2, 3. Do we have any return payload flyers for AX4?
We do. We have our partners at
We
the
do.
University of California, San Diego, and the Sanford Stem Cell Institute, flying their cancer cells in low Earth orbit for the 4th time with Axiom. So this team is actually looking at how the cancer
Kessler
cells respond
syndrome.
to space. And on this mission, they're actually testing
It's
a
gonna
newly
happen,
approved
dude.
drug that's just about to enter clinical trials.
surprised it already
so
hasn't.
Really exciting.
So let's take just a brief look at each of the country's portfolios. Let's start at the head.
At the top, okay, off we go. So we're going to bring on our willing participant
A
who is
lovely
going
assistant?
to,
Okay.
going to model, our lovely assistant who is going to model one of the experiments from this portfolio. So Israel here is wearing a functional near-infrared spectroscopy.
His name is Israel.
Which has optodes in the top, which can actually look at how blood is moving around, which is a correlate for neural activity. So it's a way to actually monitor brain activity in space. And what the team is doing is looking at these signals and how they're going to
Is it
collect the data.
how
And they're
blood
actually
is moving
creating what
around
they're
in your
calling a
brain?
brain-computer interface or a brain-machine interface, which could be really interesting and useful not only for future exploration missions, but also for applications back here on Earth. So, for example, for rehabilitation after neurological disorders.
And which country's portfolio is this from?
This is from ESA and the Polish Space Agency.
Amazing. So what is ISRO doing? What's their portfolio
So
look like?
ISRO has a very, very busy
Israel.
portfolio. So Shooks is going to be doing
Yeah, they
lots and
gotta
lots of
they gotta
research,
keep killing
throughout the mission.
Palestinians, and then they also
So
clearly
the
have
team
this.
is going to be looking at cyanobacteria and microalgae, and they're going to be looking at how these could be used for food or for fuel or for potentially even life support systems on orbit in future. The crew,
Israel's
the team is
totally
also
about
looking at muscle
all
cells.
life
They're
support.
seeing how muscle cells
you know.
respond to access to
Oh, it's
microgravity.
1:15, it's
So
time
when
for
the
a shot.
human goes into space and there are changes, physiological changes that happen very quickly that can impact the muscle cells.
Mhm.
And so the team is going to be looking at some of these changes to muscle cells in space and then applying that understanding not only to developing countermeasures for future crew, but also to take that learning and then understand more about diseases that might affect muscle wasting back here on Earth.
I wish that this was on so we could see if anything was lighting up with Israel. Thank you so much for helping with this. I'm going to turn this way and I'm going to get the Dyros B project. Israel, thanks for joining us here, showing off.
Is his name Israel?
The headset there. This is fascinating. While I manipulate
Space age
this,
dildo.
like in space. So we've put this tape on for artistic purposes.
Space age dildo.
T-Ball will not have this disco tape on orbit. But in space, what is going to happen is this will be surrounded by a ball of water that's going to have microparticles embedded in it. And as a video is recording and he's turning the handle...
To music.
To music, exactly. The tempo at which he's turning the handle is going to increase, not too much.
Okay.
As he's listening to Bart.
Don't do it too much.
So he's going to know exactly how fast to turn the handle. And
You got to turn it fast for Mozart, but not for
so
Bach.
the insight from research like this is going to help us understand some of the fluid dynamics around large bodies such as Saturn in our own solar system.
How is Bach going to do that?
So it's not just for fun.
It's
We're
not
gonna
just
learn
for fun.
things.
It's all very important.
Oh, I bet it. I bet.
is a researcher
I bet some people use
Get
it
in
for
touch,
fun.
and we'd love to fly more research like this and do more cool science in space.
Such cool science.
Space
Thank you so much, Lucy,
shit
for making it
going
just
on.
understandable for the general public. And we can't wait to see how it all plays out over the next couple of weeks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Lucy. And, you know, the X4 mission is
thank
very exciting,
you.
and the families and friends want to be here, but some of them couldn't. So we want to share with you now just a little taste of the friends and family who are cheering on the entire AX4 crew. Peggy,
T-minus
Shooks,
16.
Swa, and Tibor. A great
Tibor!
teammates who are doing great
He's the
things
guy
for their
that
countries. And
Homer
here are the
blames
folks who've been
everything
supporting
on.
them all along
Oh,
the way.
Tibor, you've saved my ass so many times.
On behalf of the AXE Mission Operations Team, we're wishing you a safe, productive, and fun mission. Go AX4.
You are our hero. Tara api prapiante.
Cześć Sławosz, kochany synu. Jesteśmy z ciebie bardzo dumni.
Kisfiam, büszkék vagyunk rád. Várunk vissza. Nagyon szeretünk.
Hi, Shooks. We're super excited about your visit to space. Come back triumphant. We'll all be cheering for you the whole while that you're there.
Your flight is our future. Your flight is our inspiration.
Hi Sławos, we are about to do something truly out of this world. We are all here rooting for you.
Go chase those stars and make the mission unforgettable.
Man, everyone's like fucking achieved life, but it's good. It's good. We're happy about that.
Wishing you all the strength, courage, and wonder as you embark on this extraordinary mission beyond our world.
Szia, Győrike! Sok sikert kívánunk a küldetéshez, várunk haza! Nyugi, nem lesz semmi zűr, irány az űr! Hi, Swamosh!
Man, I have like fucking failed at life in every way other than like getting a degree to show people I know about balls in space. That's pretty dope.
Hi Shooks,
Good for
wishing
them.
you a safe and inspiring journey beyond the stars.
You should be
make us
happy
proud.
for them.
The sky is no longer the limit.
We are incredibly proud of you.
Go to space.
Have fun.
Make history.
Come back safely.
We are waiting for you.
Hey Shooks, you're gonna be doing just great in space.
Like they had sex and had a kid. The other people had sex and had a kid. They had sex and had a kid. Man, I am just a fuck up. Good for me. Right.
Greetings from India. Wishing you all the very best. To the crew, Godspeed, and spend as much time as possible to look out of the window. Have a fun time, guys.
T-minus 13 minutes. can't hear you. We can't hear you. We can't hear you. There's 0% hearing here. Is there like a science
Thank you so
thing
much.
on here?
What great commentary from Lucy and all of those portfolios coming together.
Well, we
We're
couldn't
excited
hear
to see
her,
this
but
team
sure.
get to work on station. And as we know, spaceflight has
Science,
a rich
baby.
history of traditions.
Where
We've
is it?
spoken of about
Science
a
and
few,
technology.
from the zero-G
Let's go.
indicator to others. We started this next tradition for AX2, and we're excited to continue that today. It's a special thing to be named as a commander to anything, but being the commander of a four-person
You would
crew
not
that
want
has
me as
completed
commander.
months of training and is about to defy gravity and set sail for the International Space Station, it's truly out of this world. Peggy has some thoughts she wanted to share here in this
All right,
moment.
Peggy.
Just
Let's
a few
go.
short minutes from launch, and here's Peggy.
12
As
minutes.
commander of the AX4 mission, I want to thank everyone who has contributed to our journey. This mission to the International Space Station would not have been possible without the hard work of
ISS is
so
going
many
down,
incredible
baby.
teams.
T-minus
First, I want
5
to extend
years.
my heartfelt gratitude to
We're
the
done
teams
with
at
it.
Axiom Space.
Throw it in
Their
the
talent
ocean.
and dedication shines through every unexpected challenge, the countless hours of work, and every task at hand to ensure the safety of the crew. The team's determination and commitment to achieving the highest standards inspires me every day and reminds me why I joined the Axiom Space family. To our partners at NASA, your expertise and support have been invaluable, ensuring that we are fully prepared to live and work aboard
Gotta
the
have that
space
fruit
station.
plate.
The comprehensive training programs provided by NASA have given us the skills needed to thrive in the unique environment of space.
What the fuck was that? Hold on.
NASA
Sorry.
have given us the skills needed to thrive in the unique
That looks like a goddamn flute or some sort of woodwind instrument. It's got a cork right there.
environment of
Where-
space. Thank you to SpaceX
All right, we'll go
for
on.
providing the cutting-edge technology and reliable transportation to take us to space and bring us back home safely. The hands-on
sorry.
and in-depth training have ensured that we understand other teams involved, from engineers to scientists and everyone behind the scenes.
I'm sorry. Low Earth orbit is not space. I'm sorry. Going to the moon is like going to space. Skimming the atmosphere is... I'm sorry. It's just not. We have regressed as a society. We can't even get back to the fucking moon, which we went to in the 60s.
Awesome
Elon's
words
certainly
from
not
our
going to do
commander
it.
there.
but
And of course, with that, we are just
whatever.
under T-minus 11 minutes until our liftoff at
Here we go.
2:31 a.m. Eastern today from Launch
Let's
Complex
go.
39A at Kennedy Space Center. Just in case you are just joining us, right now on your
Okay.
screen, you have a live view of Falcon 9 with our AX-4 crew safely
Which is
tucked in the
impressive.
Dragon
I'm
space
not going to say
capsule
it's not
atop the
impressive.
vehicle.
It's impressive. Falcon 9 landing itself, super dope. Doesn't belong to
At this point,
Elon.
we
It
are
belongs
coming
to
up on
all the
terminal count. Our
fucking
crew
engineers and
access arm has been
scientists that
moved
have
out of
done
the way,
that.
and our launch escape
But-
system is armed, and we are standing by.
I would imagine all of those engineers that have created the Falcon 9 that are probably working on, which maybe they're not, but if you have something that works, you want to take those people that made that thing that worked and put it on the Starship, which it's not going to work. I'm sorry, that motherfucker is not going to work. You need a solid booster with like maybe three at the most rockets with gimbals. But they have like 36 of those motherfucking Falcon 9 rockets there. It's like 36 or 39 or something like that. There's too many of them. If you have 1, 2, 3 that go off, and they could go off and malfunction in any way or any order, that's just adding so much complexity to the problem. You're assuming they all work. I don't know. I would imagine people have brought that up to Elon. He's like, no, it'll work. And because he's such a fucking moron, that he's like, no, we can do it, but you can't. And whenever one goes off, you're going to have like a torque in whatever way, and you can, oh, you can gimbal that into compensating for that torque, but like, no. You got a Falcon 9 with like 3 of them, fine. But that your spaceship or starship, whatever the fuck it is, it's never going to work. It just isn't. And it hasn't. And we've spent billions and billions of dollars on those. They cost, what, $500 million to make? And none of them have worked. None of them. I've gotten a single goddamn orbit around the planet. He's a moron. And I don't know why people keep giving him money. But, you know,
starting
what
at
do I know?
-2 seconds. Also interesting to note, just several minutes ago, as we talked about early in the webcast, the International Space Station flew over Kennedy Space Center. And so that means the orbit planes are lined up. We're ready to go in just
if you take
7.5 minutes
dynamics
from now.
in college, in physics, you have to do this kind of shit. Which I love that portion,
Now, while
but
we're getting ready to open the
it was like-
pre-rounds, which is one of those what we might call significant events.
really, if you're gonna do anything like this
Life
and
of the
like
Falcon 9 as
rotating
we
systems
count down.
and shit to
We'll also
align,
be
you
chilling
need to
in the upper stage
have
engine.
a solid
We'll hear that call out
foundation like
also
classical
in
mechanics
flight
with like
when we
Lagrange and
do some
shit.
additional chilling
But,
at about 1 minute and 52 seconds.
Engine chill has started.
But hey, we get to watch a
from
rocket
Mission Control
blast
right
off
on
on my
schedule.
birthday. I guess it's kind of
So
like
now we just got about 50 seconds
thing.
left as we continue to load RP1 onto the first stage. Falcon 9 is powered by liquid oxygen and RP1, which stands for Rocket Propellant 1, which is a highly refined type of kerosene.
bunch
By
of
the time we
kerosene.
reach liftoff, Falcon 9 will have
That's-
approximately
yeah.
1 million pounds of fuel on board,
That's a
and
lot
will
of
be
fuel.
burning 700 gallons of fuel per second at liftoff.
Stage 1, RP1 load complete.
There's confirmation there from Mission Control that we have RP1 load complete, and you're seeing great reactions from the AX4 crew there on the right-hand side of your screen with each one of these call-outs. You can tell that they are just as excited as we are to get them on their way to space.
A lot of time rehearsing, and now we're down to the last 6 minutes. We're also seeing some of the moist air as it condenses around the cold tanks. You can see that just at the top, Dragon above the second stage. Next major event coming up, Dragon is going to configure for terminal count, and they'll move on to internal power. Those are the batteries. We do have solar arrays, and you can see them right now as some of the mist clears. You can see the black portions of Dragon. So we've got solar arrays on part of the Dragon trunk, and then we also have batteries inboard.
Okay.
Now we have completed loading fuel on both the first and second stage. We're still loading liquid oxygen onto both stages.
Lots,
That'll wrap
as
up
we
at the
call it,
T-3 minute
liquid
mark
oxygen.
and the T-minus 2 minute mark. But right now we're waiting to hear the final
5 minutes,
updates
baby.
to the crew.
Good thing these are like fairly well tested.
Back retract.
That's good news for Mission Control.
For terminal count.
By the way,
There we heard that we are pressurizing Falcon 9 for strong back retraction.
my thesis and dissertation and all that shit is for exoplanets and modeling them
so that
and
we
stuff
can
like
begin
that.
to retract that support structure away from the
This is
vehicle
more
ahead of
engineering.
liftoff.
You got to know like everything, but like this is definitely more like an engineering thing. So
Great view there of Dragon sitting
Strong back retract has started.
on top of Falcon 9, and we'll look for those
2
clamp arms
minutes
around
until,
the base of Dragon,
until
just
another
beneath
shot.
those solar panels John was just talking about, to begin opening up so the strong back can pull away. The strong back is used both to move Falcon 9 out to the launch pad ahead of liftoff and to provide all of the fuel and comm umbilicals that we're using in the lead up to launch.
Yeah.
There are those clamp arms opening up. And then
You ever
we'll
see
the
that
strong
like
back pull
flat
just
earther
about
guy
2
that
degrees
like
away
built
from
his own
Falcon
rocket
9
and killed
in
himself?
the final lead up to launch. Then at
Sorry,
liftoff,
that
it'll
shit
move
is
to a
so-
full
that shit is
45
funny to
degrees
me.
away from the rocket. Great live shots there of the capsule on board the rocket here.
Yeah, Ronnie, it takes about 20 seconds for the hydraulics to open up those clamp arms that held on to the second stage. Then about 30 seconds, it's hard to see, but that strong
Sure.
back will move just a couple degrees away.
And with that, we are
Very
just
phallic.
30 seconds away from the expected call has been completed on board our first stage.
Ooh, hold on. Can I go pee before it launches? We'll see.
As we mentioned earlier, that mist forming around the outside of Falcon 9 is totally normal. That's just some of that. Some of that liquid oxygen that has now been fully loaded on board to stage 1, venting out into the warm Florida air and condensing into clouds.
So we continue to check off events here in the last minutes of the countdown.
Dragon is in terminal and is on internal power.
And the confirmation a minute ago, we started the move into transition. And there on the left side of the screen and the right, you can see some of the watch parties, Paul.
Okay.
Absolutely. On our left side
Let's
of the
go,
screen,
baby.
you can see the
It is
school in
1:30.
India, and then the right side of the screen is the
Nobody's there
planetarium
with
in
me.
Poland, with
We
students
love it, don't we?
and fans of this crew
Probably not
cheering on what's about to be a momentous moment.
Keeping it dark in there for him. Okay, we're waiting to hear the confirmation that second stage.
It's like
launch
a
is
few science and technology people on Twitch. Probably not a lot, but you got a few.
Stage 2, lock load complete.
There's that confirmation from Mission Control right on schedule. So the next major visual milestone we're likely to have from the outside
You
of
would
the
be
spacecraft
amazed how many science people are
confirmation there
alcoholics
from Mission
and
Control
drink
that we
quite
are
a
in
bit.
auto idle on board Dragon in that final minute and a half before launch. Now we are expecting gas closeouts to be followed by some loud venting, and we're likely to see a larger cloud of liquid oxygen.
Gas closeout has started. Expect loud venting.
Locks.
There's instructions to the crew, also right on schedule. And a great nighttime
We're about to
shot
go.
of Dragon sitting there at historic Launch Complex 39A with the AX-4 crew safely tucked inside, with just over a minute to go until liftoff.
Seated left to right inside Dragon from this camera's perspective. You have Timo
Oh, yeah.
there on the left-hand side. Then
At
beside
least they
him
have
is
like
pilot
better
Shubhanshu Shukla.
looking
To the
suits,
other side,
you know? With those like incredibly old, clunky looking ones.
and then on the far side is Swabosh Uznensky, Vishnievsky, Avisa.
Dragon, SpaceX, go for launch.
38.
That is great news for Mission Control and from our crew on
30.
Dragon. With that, we are just at T-minus
Let's go, baby!
seconds to lift off of AX-4.
Let's go. We're about to go.
15 seconds.
15. Here we go.
T minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ignition.
Let's go. Let's go. It's a big event. Okay. Oh wait, that has more than 3. I thought it only had like 3. It's got 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's got 9. Even then, it is way less than like 30 fucking 6 of them, or however many Starship has. Let's go, baby. That's pretty quick.
30 seconds into flight with the Axiom 4 crew on board Dragon, headed to the International Space Station.
This is live, by the way. So
Waiting to hear call-outs from the Falcon 9 engineering team.
getting drunk, not there yet. I would tell you if I was drunk.
Stage 1 throttle.
We've
We're
got
throttling down the 9 Merlin engines. We're into the throttle
put a
bucket,
little-
preparing
little
for
dent
max
in there.
Q.
got all night.
Max Q.
Okay.
Vehicle is supersonic.
Supersonic. What does that mean though? Like they're faster than the speed of sound, but like how high are they in the atmosphere? Because sound travels differently in different, densities of atmosphere. So
Mission Control.
I don't know how high they are.
That throttle up, and we
Copy
are
1 Bravo.
hearing our commander Peggy Whitson call out the first abort mode Each of these are a specific phase where if for any reason we had an in-flight abort,
Sure.
Dragon would abort to a safe location. So we're going to call out each of those milestones as we pass through them. We also just heard the call out for MVAC chill. We're going to trickle just a little bit of liquid oxygen now into the turbo pumps on board our Merlin vacuum engine on stage 2 in preparation for second engine start 1, which will of course be shortly after stage separation.
A lot of this is engineering shit that
Now,
I
at this
just
point, we are
wasn't
just about
trained
30
for.
seconds
So
away from 4 events that are going to happen in rapid succession. The first
astronomy
one will be main
theoretical
engine cutoff,
guy,
or MECO. Then again, followed by stage separation, ignition of that second stage engine, which we are already preparing for.
Okay, let's go.
As well as the first stage's boost back burn.
I kind of do want to play Kerbal
With that
Space
confirmation
Program,
from
though,
mission control
right now.
that we are throttling the first stage engines down, we are expecting MECO at T plus 2 minutes and 26 seconds.
Damn, it's already been 2 minutes. Wild.
MECO.
Oh,
Stage separation confirmed.
there it goes. Drop that load. It's taking a big dump. Will it come down? Yeah, it probably will. They've gotten that pretty good.
There we had confirmation of all 4 of those events. Incredible views on our screen here too.
That is
as
actually
boost
wild.
As that first stage boosts its way back to Earth.
To be fair, that's pretty fucking
And
wild.
confirmation from our commander that we have entered the 2 alpha abort mode. Of course, we're getting lots of cheers from behind us here at Mission Control here in Hawthorne, California as well. And at this point, our AX4 crew is on their way to space. The view you have on your screen right now is
They're on their way to
MVAC
low Earth
engine
orbit.
burning for that second
Or
engine
orbit. Low
first
Earth
burn.
orbit.
We're expecting that
Orbit.
SECO here, second engine cutoff, which will likely be called out over the nets as SECO in just a couple of minutes.
So I had like 4 people here, and then all of them went away.
Confirmation that the boost back burn on our first stage booster is now complete, and the booster is heading back toward the Florida coast to attempt a landing at LZ1. At this point, stage 1 is actually still coasting to apogee. We're about to deploy those
Apogee
grid fins,
is
so that
the
we can
furthest
steer
point
the vehicle as
away
it
from
enters the
their
Earth's
orbit.
atmosphere.
SpaceX, nominal
You have
trajectory.
like perigee and apogee.
And that call out from
G
Mission
is like
Control
geo.
means
It means Earth.
everything is right on track.
You'd have like Apoluna and
2
Paraluna
plus
if
4
you were on the
minutes,
moon.
everything continuing to go well, and we've got our first view of the crew. They're
Good for them,
inside
man.
Dragon.
Hell
Second
yeah, let's
stage
go, baby.
continuing to fire. Right now, second stage, just a little bit more than 1 G. There's so much propellant that even with a 200 and
That's not that bad.
pound thrust engine, takes a while before the G loads start to build up during the second stage.
Just
flight.
more 1G. You get more on that than or on the Titan in Six Flags. You're like 3.5
now, as you can
Gs.
see on the bottom left of your monitors, we have begun coming back down. It takes a couple minutes to go up, a couple minutes to come back down. That first stage heading back to landing zone 1 at Cape Canaveral.
Good for 100%.
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal trajectory.
Words we love to hear.
Nominal.
Peggy Whitson echoing back the call up from the ground. Now our next major event coming up will be in about 1 minute and 10 seconds. That's going to be the entry burn. That's where we're going to light a single center engine on the first stage.
Right.
That's going to slow us down in preparation for entering the Earth's atmosphere again. We'll then have a landing burn about 1 minute later at T plus 7 minutes and 19 seconds. Now for that one, we actually light 3 engines again. Then quickly once we've kind of jammed the brakes on, then we'll turn off 2 of the engines. We'll be down to just a single engine.
Yeah. Okay.
Getting good views of the MVAC-D engine. There are a couple of cameras on the back of the second stage that give these views. And of course, the view inside.
And like
the
you're
Dragon
dealing with
spacecraft
1
on
and
the
3
crew.
engines and
Dragon,
shit like
SpaceX,
that. That's
nominal
fine.
trajectory.
But
Continuing to
how
call
how
outs
many
right on
engines
time.
does Starship have?
Now, right now, as Ronnie pointed out, the grid fins have been deployed, but they're not being used. Right before the entry burn, we'll possibly see a little bit of motion if we can pick up the first stage camera. That's just to check out. It's not until we actually get through the entry burn
Stage 1 entry burn startup.
that we get back in the atmosphere.
No.
And now here is entry burn call out. This is going to be about a 12-second burn. That's going to slow the vehicle down. You can
Stage
watch
1
that.
entry burn shutdown.
There you just saw on the left-hand side of your screen
30
that
fucking
first stage
9
entry
of them.
burn shut down.
The Super Heavy has
Right now on your
33.
screen, we've got great
It's
views
never
of our
going to
second
work. I'm
stage
sorry,
ending our
it's just
AX4
not.
crew to orbit.
You know how I
Next
know?
milestone
Because
for
of the
our
last
first stage is
fucking
going to be
8
the landing
launches.
burn, where we'll relight just the center engine, as John mentioned.
Dragon, SpaceX, nominal
This one has
trajectory.
like
Again,
6.
things we love to hear.
Stage 1 FTS
Dragon
update.
copies, nominal trajectory.
Continuing to get good communication from our crew on board Dragon.
Stage 1 transonic.
Confirmation that stage 1 is now transonic on its way back to LZ1, which is just about 9 miles
What-
away from our liftoff location.
What does that
today.
mean at
LZ1,
that
of course, is the
altitude,
site of
though?
the first successful landing attempt, and hopefully it will be the second time that this particular booster sticks its landing.
Okay, is this a new one?
Seeing
They
those
have more
actuating
engines
grid
there?
fins that John mentioned.
Stage 1 landing leg deploy. Stage 2 FTSS safe.
I mean, it's very impressive. It is very
Stage
impressive.
1 landing confirmed.
That was a picture-perfect landing. That was great.
It is very impressive. By the way, it's not Elon Musk's doing. He did not a single fucking line or code of math. That is the people that he hired that are doing what they're supposed to do.
Also called out as SECO. Then the second stage will coast for a few minutes until
So, just telling
from
you
the
that.
second stage. There's our AX4 crew awaiting that SECO call out here.
Stage 2 is in terminal guidance.
Sure.
Good continued burn from our second stage engine there. Now at this point, our crew is experiencing about 3 Gs in the lead up to SECO 1, which of course will be their first taste of microgravity.
SpaceX Dragon, Shannon.
There's confirmation
I don't like
of
that
the
term.
Shannon abort mode.
I'm not a fan of that term, microgravity. It's just gravity. I know it's like almost no gravity, but no, it's just gravity. They're just moving more horizontal than they are vertical. They're moving incredibly fast.
SpaceX Dragon, we have a nominal orbit insertion.
We're going to have one of those
Nominal orbital insertion.
gravity
and
movie
the
situations with the
incredible ride uphill, and
Kessler
now we
syndrome.
set our course for the International Space Station aboard the newest member of the Dragon fleet, our spacecraft named Grace. Grace is more than a name. It reflects the elegance with which we move through space against the backdrop of Earth. It speaks to the refinement of our mission, the harmony of science and spirit, and the unmerited favor we carry with humility. Grace reminds us that spaceflight is not just a feat of engineering, but an act of goodwill.
No, it's a feat of engineering. I completely disagree with that.
Over to you, Chip.
Bye. I mean, it's a fucking beautiful view. It's why I
10 minutes
get
into
into
flight.
what I did and do.
नमस्कार मेरे प्यारे देशवासियों water ride
But hey, the Earth is flat, right? Like, the Earth is flat.
कमाल की राइड थी इस समय हम 7.5 किलोमीटर प्रति सेकंड की रफ्तार से पृथ्वी के चारों तरफ घूम रहे हैं और मेरे कंधे पे मेरे साथ मेरा तिरंगा है जो मुझे बता रहा है कि
I can't understand him, I'm sorry. I'm a stupid Texan.
इंटरनेशनल स्पेस स्टेशन तक की जर्नी की शुरुआत नहीं है ये भारत के ह्यूमन स्पेस प्रोग्राम की शुरुआत है और मैं चाहता हूं कि आप सभी देशवासी इस यात्रा का हिस्सा बने
I don't know if I'm just drunk or if he's speaking another language, right?
आइए हम सब मिलकर भारत के इस ह्यूमन स्पेस प्रोग्राम की जर्नी की शुरुआत करें
Look at that.
धन्यवाद
view.
जय हिंद जय
Very
भारत
good view.
Thank you, Chuck. Drogie Polki i Polacy, dziś robimy ogromny krok w stronę przyszłości technologicznej Polski. Polski opartej na nauce, wiedzy i wizji.
I don't know what he's
Ta misja
saying.
będzie początkiem epoki, w której nasza odwaga i nieustępliwość kształtują nowoczesną Polskę. Dla nas i dla przyszłych pokoleń. Kosmos zawsze jednoczył ludzi. Zabieram dziś z ziemi cząstkę
they
każdego
have
z was.
touch screens,
Waszej
okay.
siły, waszej nadziei, waszego zaufania. W kosmosie nie jestem sam.
That looks much more sleekly designed than go and look at the Apollo missions. Look, that is a beautiful view. That is a gorgeous, awe-inspiring view of humanity.
Over to you, Thibault.
You know, I'm not against saying that.
Thank you,
I'm not going to take away from the amazingness of it all. It's a beautiful view of the sun. And the atmosphere, the sun refracting through the atmosphere. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, though. Why can't we just have one global language? Can we just all get together and make the next version of humans learn the one language? Is that like the dumbest shit ever? No. Like, culture and everything. Like, why can't we have one combined culture? We are one combined world. I'm sorry, I'm a globalist. And you are too. Everyone's a fucking globalist. Oh, we got a little bear thing. It's not a... Is that a Pokemon? I don't know. It'd be super dope if it were a Pokemon. By the way, everyone watching this is a globalist. We have global trade. We have global communication instantly. I talk with people from Australia, from New Zealand, from Sweden, from Russia.
The
like,
newly named capsule that the crew announced today.
On behalf of the entire SpaceX launch team, thank you. It's been a privilege to work with you so far, and we're excited for you to have a safe flight and a safe return home. Good things come to those who wait. Godspeed to the maiden crew of Grace.
It's not true. It's not true. It's just simply not true.
And we thank you all as well.
And so with today's successful launch of Axiom 4, the teams at NASA's Johnson Space Center will continue to monitor Dragon's flight to the International Space Station over the next 28 and a half hours. NASA's role in this journey really kicks in at a period called integrated operations, which begins during the spacecraft's approach to the space station and continues during the crew's stay aboard the orbiting laboratory, where they will conduct science, education, and commercial activities, and will conclude once the spacecraft
McDonald's in space, baby.
Give me that space station.
Give me that quarter pounder with cheese deluxe.
And Axiom
Hold the pickles.
Are all working in lockstep. The
It's my
teams here are
new
preparing for
favorite
docking
thing.
of Axiom 4 to the space station at 7 a.m. Eastern on Thursday morning, and will continue to monitor the approach until then. But for now, that will be it for us here in Mission Control Houston.
So they did the thing. They did the good
5
thing.
a.m. Eastern for
Right.
docking, hatch opening, and welcome coverage. So with that, back over to you, Hawthorne.
Thanks so much, Sandra. Over the next 28 and a half hours, the Dragon spacecraft Grace will execute a series of burns to gradually raise and line up the AX-4 crew for docking with the International Space Station in what we refer to as the activation and rendezvous phase of flight. In just a few minutes, the crew will change out of their spacesuits to get a little bit more comfortable for flight and will enjoy their first meal aboard the spacecraft.
30-ish minutes left of my birthday.
Over the course of their flight, they will also have a rest period that will last for about 8 hours. Before they arrive at the space station, we will have 3 potential opportunities to chat briefly with the crew on orbit. While we're hopeful that one of...
Why are we not all, like, united under one planet? Because we can't agree on anything. Fair enough. Okay. So we watched that. That was fun. Like, nobody's here. I mean, I expected that. Why would anyone be here for the thing, the birthday? I didn't start it like soon enough. 17th anniversary channel update. My channel's been up here like for... When did I even start my channel? How do you find it out? How do you find out when you started your YouTube channel? I'm actually fairly curious. About section. View my channel. God help us all. Around 5. About more. 2006, baby. Oh my god, we've nearly been here for 20 years. Not that I've been posting that long, but god damn it, 19 years. I've got 61,000 views, 1,236 videos, most of which are streams that nobody watches, but that's fine. Actually, a lot of them are videos with incredibly large effort put into them, but nobody watched them either. But, you know, it's fine. I make a living. I'm good at my job. What do we want to watch? I guess I could play, like, Mana. I'll play Mana for a little bit. Nobody's watching. Nobody gives a... Okay, let's play Mana. Visions of Mana. Nobody's watching this right now either, but, you know. I enjoy it. I'm gonna do shit that I enjoy. Don't really care. Let's go gaming. Let's go Visions of Mana. You know, I'm very tempted to buy Trials of Mana, even though I already own it on Switch, but it's like $20. I'll probably like buy it right now. It's because I'm pretty drunk and I'm gonna get a pretty huge payout next month. Because I haven't ever like played Trials of Mana in any official capacity, even though I own it twice over. I'll buy it. Why not? It's like $20. Normally like 40, but you know, Steam has this way of getting your wallet whenever it's on sale, which is fine. I am a big proponent of the Mana games, so okay with that. I just bought it. It's $20. Like, who cares? Bean for Speed Racing from a manga. Oh my god. Trials of Mana downloading. We got Visions of Mana. I mean, ideally, you would want the like whole like Mana collection, right? Is that like a thing? Did they not? Did they not release the whole Mana collection like they did on Switch? We got Legends and Secret. Do we not have... You know what? They released the original like Game Boy version on that. Oh, is this the 3D version? Is this the 3D version? I think it is. A lot of people did not like this version. It is. I'm gonna be real. I played through this whole thing on PlayStation. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine. I thought they would have... Sorry. Nordics is out. Ooh, Ease Nordics. I love Lacrimosa of Dana. I played the whatever Ease 9 was. That's in the city. I wasn't a big fan of that. Like, it was fine. But I just couldn't be bothered to fucking finish it. But, like, I'm a big Nordic guy. It's like Ease 10 Orbit. Lacrimosa Dana is like a fucking masterpiece. I'm kind of sad they don't have the mana collection on here, but I imagine that's because the first Adventures of Mana is on the Game Boy, which was called Final Fantasy Adventure Suiken Densetsu. So I'm like wondering if I should buy Legend in Secret, but I don't know. Just like emulate it. And Trials was on there as well. That was like a big thing. But they don't have the 2D version of Trials, so. But like, I just bought Trials, did I not? Oh yeah, yeah, that's Trials. It's downloading. I guess we're gonna have to like play Visions. Visions of Mana is like the most video gamey video game that I've played in a while, and I'm okay with that. 155. Okay, I'll wait 5 minutes. We're gonna. Let me change all my shit. Gaming, Visions, Twitch is a Vision. Oh, I already did. Okay. I'm like up all night too, so for whatever it's worth. I can't type x.com because X pulls up all my porn sites and it doesn't pull up x.com at the top, so I can't. I have to be very, very careful. That means 0 things to me. It means 0 fucking things to me. Just started all watching the show turn Nova. Yes, yes. As a person who has who has graduated from physics grad school. Everyone is okay. They just need to take a little skin melt nap, and they will all be okay. Don't worry about it, broski. I'm just gonna be ready for tomorrow's fun times with Dusty. People who don't know and people don't even trip, dog. Okay. Live for my birthday stream. My Visions. Mana drunk and whatever else. Maybe reacting to stuff. Maybe music. I don't know. Drunk astrophysicist at your service. Yeah. Yeah. That's probably the best way of approaching the subject. Okay. Let me shoot out a non-existent thing on Blue Sky. Hey man, what's up? I'm pretty drunk. I've had that much of Jager. You can't even see that. But it's about right there. We just watched a rocket launch live. They made it. Good for them, I guess. I took tomorrow off. I got a bunch of alcohol. I don't know. I'm playing a game. If you want to watch something, I'm down. I don't really give a shit. Hey, look, there I am. Maybe you can see the Jaeger better. I don't know. It's right there. I've had that much in like an hour and a half. I went to bed at like 7:30 and I woke up at like 11:30 because I had well, every birthday has been shitty, but today was especially shitty. I only got wished happy birthday like twice, but it is what it is. Welcome to 39 years old. It is a far cry from the 21-year-old, like, multiple parties of everyone getting drunk, but hey, I'm getting drunk with you because it counts as not getting drunk alone, right? If I'm on stream. And I have 3 beat boxes and I took off tomorrow, so I am here all night long, baby. I don't know. I'm playing the mana game. I was watching people get hurt. I watched the like the weirdest fucking town in Russia that got. And then I watched the live Falcon 9 rocket thing that went off, and here I am. And it's 2:01. I missed my fucking 2 o'clock shot of Jaeger, broski. 39, the last day, or the first day of the last year of my 30s, which has been the worst decade of my life. So, I distinctly took off tomorrow because tomorrow's a recovery day. Kind of. I'll probably still get drunk tomorrow. Maybe not as drunk as I get tonight. I may still be drunk tomorrow from tonight. Watching Dusty. Who knows? Oop. Nearly threw up. We don't want that. Dial it back. Calm. Okay. We're good. We're good. We're good. Everything's good. Know your limits. Everything's good. Chasing Jaeger with the beatbox. Maybe not the best idea, but oh, I'm crying. I'm literally crying. It's gonna be a fun night. It's gonna be a fun night. Woo! I can handle it. I am a professional alcoholic. No one says that I'm not. Okay. Ooh, why is this so laggy? Oh, it's just got to load. Okay. Fair enough. Do you got any crazy shit for me to watch? It's like nobody wants to watch me play this game. Although I enjoy this game. Very enjoyable game on my part. I actually have to go piss. We have some, like, fucking Gunnar material. We just got this girl. Why is this taking so long? We got Palomina there. This, like, weird squirrel girl who is just... You know there's, like, terabytes of porn of her. But, you know, it is what it is. What are you up to, Juicy Crabs? Oh, you can't even hear this. Hold on.
What? How? Why?
This fucking piece of garbage.
Turned out to be the source of the water's stagnation.
Dude, look at her. Come on. What more? Like, they knew what they were doing.
You should be on your way to the Planetarium.
Okay.
Out of my fur by now.
You put the citizens of Illustana
Huge titties and, like, low cut.
Why?
Simple.
Whatever.
Stood in the way of my ambitions. I would make a much better king than that sniveling brat. This small bit of suffering on the part of the people is necessary to achieve my ultimate goal.
This stupid fat ass Ninetales squirrel motherfucker.
Gone are the days when Illustana's wealthy could impose their will over the common good.
And Palomina's like the queen of this water nation. But it's like, come on, dude. Like, you know what you're doing. Not that I would jerk off to it, but I'm just saying.
Making her will known. After all, you must give up your position and leave the capital. She is telling you that you...
This stupid fucking squirrel teeth motherfucker.
There is no higher honor than being chosen as an alm. You're just
Shut
trying
up.
to make excuses for your underhanded plot.
An honor? An honor to throw your life away for a rotten world of filth?
I mean, he's not wrong. He's not wrong there. It's a pretty fucked up storyline that nobody seems to question, except for Orin.
Just think, a world that has lost all of its alms. What an interesting place that would be.
That would be pretty interesting. These fucking squirrel ass pieces of shit. Oh, we are about to face a boss. It's boss time. Crab boss. Iconic. I have to go pee actually. I have to pause it. Win the battle. Okay, hold on. Here. I'll be right back. Here, you can listen to Iris, Picking on Series. It's a good song.
And I'd give up forever to touch you, 'cause I know that you feel me somehow. You're the closest to heaven that I'll ever be, and I don't want to go home right now. And all I can taste is this moment, and all I can breathe is your light. Well, sooner or later it's over. I just don't want to miss you tonight, and I don't want the world to see me.
I like this version.
'Cause I don't think that they'd understand when everything's meant to be.
Big fan of the Picking on
I
series.
just want you to know who I am.
Oh, did he really? I believe that. Well, I do know that Iris was written in like a open D, like the DADGAD tuning on guitar, and it's incredibly hard to play Iris correctly on guitar if you're not in that tuning. I actually don't know how they did it with this bluegrass version, but it's actually, I actually enjoy this version more than the original, and I love the original. That's not to take anything away from the original, but I'm a big fan of like the Pickin' On series, like as a Texan and as like a pop song lover or whatever, like they combine those very, very well. But let me beat this crab. This juicy crab that I am fighting right now. Level 39 birthday stream, baby. There are 20 more minutes until another shot. Okay. Oh my god, why are we...
Now's the time to act, not think, Kalamina.
Ooh, come on again. Okay, we're loaded. And for the eyes, everybody. I'm actually really loving this game. Could be my game of the year, personally. I don't think it came out this year, though. I think it came out last year. So my game of this year would still be probably Fantasy Life.
I got this.
Okay, here we go. Shoot, I think I may need to like reload the game. It's a little bit laggy. But I think I can probably beat him, even with the lag and everything. Ooh, I don't know. We're like really laggy here. What are you doing, man? Can you beat Super Shade and do Split Fiction with me? I'd like, man, he wanted to play tonight, but like I slept from 7:30 to like 11:30. Got a little sleep in me. And he wanted to play, but he couldn't. What even is this? I don't know what's happening. Dude, you can do it. You're like, Evangler made me play with the, keyboard and not the controller. I didn't make you do fucking bullshit. You can play with any controller you want. Juicy crabs. The game is just fun, though. It's a fun game to play. How do we knock him down? What a little bitch. Dude, it's like Queen Goma here. What kind of poker? What do you play? What's your poker game of the, like, Texas Hold'em, regular poker, some sort of other poker that I've never heard of? By the way, this is a time to get better at other games. If you're not good at a game, you should play with Drunk Evangler, who is probably also not good at said game. Texas Hold'em. You know, my favorite Bond is Casino Royale. That is, in my opinion, it's like not even close that that's the best Bond movie. And Quantum Solace, like, as the second part of that movie, I also like combine with that, even though that movie on its own is probably not as great. But combined from Casino Royale and Quantum Solace, probably like one of the best duologies ever.
I'm only just getting started.
With La Chivra. We got a Full Metal Hugger. Steers and queers. Right, Texas, full metal jacket. They only make 2 things in Texas, steers and queers. Which one are you? Or whatever it is. I don't remember the exact club. It could be incredibly like I don't know, bigoted or something. No money penny. I don't see. My thing about it is though is that all of that other stuff, like all the gadgets and shit and whatever, like Daniel Craig, at least at the beginning, talking about how he became Bond and everything, he didn't have all that. He was just like a dude. He didn't have all the fucking gadgets and everything, and that's what I like about that. And I'm not shitting on people that like the high-tech Bond shit and everything, but just like personally, dude, when Le Chiffre managed it amazingly, when he you know, is about to die from the heart attack or whatever, and he has to like defibrillate himself, and he like takes out the people, and he sits down and like adjusts his time. It's like, oh, that last round nearly killed me. That shit, gold, fucking gold. Well, he hated it. He hated it, but they got him back, baby. He was like, no, I'm not doing Bond anymore. That shit's way too much work. But then he did it. Again and again. He got like 4 films out of it or something. Daniel Craig, what's a bitch to work with? I don't know, maybe he was. Motherfucker put out some good movies though. But like when he's like, oh yeah, that last round nearly killed me, and he sits down, dude, motherfucking so good. And then they capture him and they put him in the chair, which has no seat, and his balls are hanging out. And they're like getting that flail and whipping it around and like go like that, and it fucking kills his testicles. It's like, oh, and he's like, a little to the left. Dude, that shit is so fucking funny. I'll play it after I beat this boss. It's so good. It is like the most fuck you of all Bond scenes. Like, it is just him being a fucking badass, and then he loses like the love of his life, and he doesn't really care, and he just fucks every woman after that. Yeah, I mean, I love Casino Royale. Daniel Craig is like my Bond. Like a lot of people have their Bond, right? My dad's Bond is weirdly like Roger Moore, wasn't he like a pedophile or something? Anyway, my dad likes the Roger Moore Bond films. I know like Sean Connery fans have their stuff. Pierce Brosnan, you know, a lot of people play GoldenEye on 64. That's their Bond. Daniel Craig is my Bond. I never got into Bond before Craig, so kind of like a Star Wars kind of thing. You know, certain people have their like era of Star Wars, which is fine. But I'll play those funny scenes. What are we doing here? Brace yourself for the beam. I want to flick my beam. Oh, fuck off. Why does a goddamn crab have laser eyes? Get the fuck out of here. We gotta hit his eyeballs! Come on. You remember that pretty well. Oh yeah, dude. I absolutely do. Big Dan, I really like him. I remember everyone's like, a blonde Bond. Like, that's a big thing at the time. Dude, and Mads Mikkelsen as Le Chiffre, like, I'm totally down with, like, all of that. So, oh my god, my people are about to die. I don't want that. And then I actually need to probably change this to easy. I only really care about I only really care about the story on this, and like what I feel is that the normal mode, there's like easy and beginner. Like I'll probably change it to easy because I just want to get through the game. Like, call me a fucking piece of shit or something. I don't really care like what mode it's on or whatever. I think I have to do that on the screen. I just feel like this is wasting my time because I'm clearly going to beat this stupid piece of shit. It's just more HP and it's like, okay, whatever. Like, look at that. That is such gooner material. That's a lot of damage, though. It's quite a bit of damage. I actually thought the Squirrel Girl would be way more sexual in nature, and she's kind of like not. Yeah, we beat him. Like, come on, dude. Like, what are we even doing? Do you know? Oh wait, hold on.
Could the mighty full metal hugger have fallen?
Your schemes end now, Passar. This is the end of your bid for the throne.
So you don't have to worry about your trip to the mana tree.
Like, she got incredibly huge titties. They're like pussies like out there. Like, come on, dude. She got a fucking leg garter.
The whining of a loser who wishes he were worthy enough to
A lesser man would be jerking off to her right now,
is a
but
revered
I am
tradition
not.
throughout the world. We have been chosen to preserve the future by the fairy and the elemental spirits.
Your life is your own to live, not to sacrifice for the sake of others.
He's actually not wrong. He's not wrong about that.
We are their hope for the future.
So you're saying that the alms are not tethered to this world with petty desires like life and freedom?
He's not wrong about that. That's the whole point of this story. Like, the alms sacrifice themselves.
Waste the rest of your short lives traveling to the mana tree for all I care.
No! He got
It's actually pretty interesting.
I will dispatch the royal guards to deal with it. What a relief! Thank you all. Undine.
Undine, yeah.
Oh, what a horrible mess.
Why would the elements name the
With the
alms?
water flow, which in turn drained away my power. Let me tell you, it has not been fun.
Why would the like big elementals?
Punishing those imbeciles in my stead. Thank you, Alm of Water.
I'm very curious about that.
But as the Queen of Illistana, I needed to restore water to my people.
Yeah.
I see. Your final act as queen, then. Fairy has told me a lot about you. I can tell by your expression that you've come to your decision, though.
Yes. I am no longer wary of abdicating the throne. With this, Niccolo's good name should have been restored. Shall we return to the capital?
We're in the Ruins of Luca right now, which is one of the first places you go in Secret of Mana in the Super Nintendo game. It's So this I don't know about the other mana games. I'm gonna have to like be cognizant of it when I play through them again. But this has a lot of ties to Secret of Mana. I haven't really played a lot of Trials of Mana. I played a lot of Legend of Mana, and I remember like maybe vague references. But this to me is like more of a proper sequel to Secret of Mana, like thousands of years later. But, you know. And it seems like the Mana spirits are like in on the alms thing, which I want to know like why. Why would they be like, oh, you're the alm, kill yourself and let me have your power? Like it don't set right with me. But
I am relieved that Undine has been rescued.
All's well that ends well. We can let you know once we get back.
Yes. Let us return to the capital.
I'll carry on from here.
And like the characters kind of resemble Secret of Mana. Like, I don't know.
Let's rest up.
I also spent a lot of time creating like a Mana RPG. Like I have rules and character sheets and shit for it. I'm a pretty big Mana guy, so in fact I reacted to when this got announced. I was incredibly drunk and I was incredibly excited for it, but I didn't buy it when it came out. I guess that's a failure on my part, but it was on sale, and honestly I probably would have and should have paid $60 for it, but it was on sale, so. Oh yeah, I was gonna show the Daniel Craig thing. Let's watch that. That's always fun. Here, let me turn the sound down for it. I am not one to go back on my word. It is 2:26. And I am up all night. I do not have work tomorrow because I took a vacation day because I knew I would be incredibly fucking drunk tonight. Like, incredibly drunk. I'm not talking about like 3 beatboxes drunk. I'm talking about like an entire fucking Jager bottle drunk. You know, we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm a little bit drunk. I'm probably like maybe 3.5 out of 10 drunk, and I did not lie about my drunkenness. We're already on YouTube. Let's go. Daniel Craig Casino Royale. Cheer scene. That's what we want. That's what everyone wants to see. 5 minutes, 26 seconds. We gotta love it. We gotta love it. YouTube may kill my channel. There's a good chance it might. But I'm gonna, yeah, look at this. So good. Wicker lining. He like cries blood. What a fucking villain, dude. I just cry regular tears every night. Cheers, 230 shot. There it is. Dude, my man is like ripped. I'm not gay, but if I were, I'm just saying.
You've taken good care of you, buddy.
We will get back to the mana, I promise. But we gotta watch this first. Yep. See, the thing is...
I never understood all these elaborate tortures. It's the simplest thing to cause more pain than a man can possibly endure.
See, the thing is, my cat, Orion, he sits in my lap, and every fucking time he jumps off my lap, sans like maybe a few times, but he uses my testicles as a springboard, so I understand this pain. And I don't think he means to, he just somehow does it every time. Maybe he does mean to, I don't know. Oh, yeah, maybe don't do that.
And of course,
yeah, it's
not
bad.
only the immediate
It's bad.
pain,
It's
but
bad.
knowledge
It's bad.
That if you do not yield soon enough, there will be little left to identify you as a man.
Yeah. Because of his testicles being gone.
The only question remains. Will you yield in time? I want.
Such a fucking dope ass scene. So good. And Mads Mikkelsen? Come on, man. Ah, it's not the best. It's not the best.
Miss Lynn will give me the account number, if she hasn't already. So all I need from you is the password.
Right.
The password, please.
What does he say? A little to the left.
I've got a little itch.
Little itch. Dude, come on! Let's go! Let's go! Ah, thank you! To the left. Or to the right, I don't know. To the left.
Right.
Oh, to the right. To the right, okay.
You are a funny man, Mr. Bond.
Dude, come on!
Yeah! Yes! 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 Now the whole world's gonna know that you died scratching my balls.
The whole world is... That's... Dude, how is this not everyone's favorite fucking Bond? Like, okay, Daniel Craig is this, right? Pierce Brosnan would have, like, got some kind of fucking little gear, like, technology thing and, like, killed everyone. Daniel Craig just fucking takes it, dude. He fucking takes that shit. He tanks it, if you want to use MMO terms. He doesn't have all the shit to back him up. He has, like, nothing. He's just, like, a dude doing a thing. And I get it, Bond has all this, but, like, Daniel Craig, like, at the beginning of his career, dude. So good.
Well, I died. Yes. Because no matter what you do, I'm not going to give you the password, which means your clients are going to hunt you down and cut you into little pieces of meat while you're still breathing. Because if you kill me, where else to hide? But you are...
And the thing is, like, the best part is on the train when he's with Vesper. They're like, you know, he wants a martini and he's like shaking his stirrup and he's like, I don't give a damn. So fucking good, dude. Love it. Love it.
Well, so wrong! Because even after I slaughtered you and your little girlfriend, your people would still welcome me with open arms.
We'll take another shot at 245.
Because they need what I know.
By the way, the new Bang's still pretty good. Maybe not as good as the old one, but, you know, still pretty okay.
Give me the password, and I would at least let her live.
Yeah, but he loves Vespa.
Oh,
right, that's her name, Vespa. Vesper. Vespa. If she dies, he gets revenge on her. It's Vesper, but he calls her like Vespa, right? colloquial enunciation thing.
I'll feed you what you seem not to value.
See, that's just not good. Don't, like, as a man thing, you just, no. Like, it's a bro code thing. He's about to cut his balls open. Maybe we don't do that.
I'll get the money. Tell them I'll get the money.
Money isn't as valuable to our organization as knowing who to trust.
Dude, it's so good. It's so fucking good. There isn't a world where that shit is not good. I've only seen the other ones, like, I've only seen Skyfall once. Love Javier Bardem. Is that the one where... Oh, I don't know. Never mind. I'm gonna start spitting falsehoods, and I don't want that. Anyway, this scene is probably, like, the best scene. In 007 history. Okay, let's continue back on. I know everyone is itching for me to get back to fucking Visions of Mana. Ooh, wait, hold on. Turn back on the sound. That's why you're here, right? The hot Visions of Mana. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna go save at this tree and, like, reload the game because the game's been open for quite a while. Here, let's reload. I've been playing like 15 hours, so I don't know. Does that impact your ability to want to buy the game that I played for that long? And I'm still playing. Like, I'm kind of invested into the game. We're gonna reload it though. We got Trials of Mana that we need to complete. I think at this point, if I complete Visions, the only game I haven't completed is Trials, which is funny because I put the Mana Collection on Switch and I got Trials of Mana, like, 2D version that finally, after like 25 years, got a legitimate English release before Mother 3, which is wild to me. It's absolutely wild to me. But at the same time, Trials of Mana got a 3D upgrade, which I also have on Switch, but I like literally just bought it on Steam. So, big Mana fan, clearly. Like, Mana is an offshoot of Final Fantasy. There are a lot of Final Fantasy-isms in Mana. And one of my favorite video game songs is Endless Battlefield, which is a Game Boy song with Final Fantasy Adventure, which I believe I did a... You know what? Let's watch that because I'm a little bit drunk. I don't know. You came here, you saw, you conquered, or something. I don't know. Adventures of Mana Evangelier. Year of Final Fantasy. Let's see what I had to say about Adventures of Mana. Oh, it wasn't the first thing that popped up. That's incredibly sad. That is incredibly sad. Ooh, I am not even popping up in the algorithm. Here. There it is. Hey, did you know I have one of the most comprehensive retrospectives on Final Fantasy? I worked my entire fucking life on it. Worked more than I ever did on my thesis of exoplanets. It's a true story. You should probably go and watch it. Most of these have little to no views, and it's better than every other fucking channel on YouTube about Final Fantasy. But hey, what do I know? I just spent a year and a half of my life putting out 2 videos every week and doing some pretty fucking dope ass editing. But why doesn't Evan Glare put out real videos anymore? Well, because they get like 5 views. I don't know what to tell you. Here, can we search this? Is there like a search function on here? Final Fantasy Adventure. Hey, look at that, episode 12. This is gonna be pretty rough. Give it a thumbs up. Welcome back to another episode in the year of Final Fantasy. Wasn't that stupid motherfucker? He was so happy back then. During the month of Siren, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite video games ever, Final Fantasy Adventure. I've already talked about this. Super dope! I also put it in my top 10 Game Boy role-playing games, which nobody ever watched, but you know, it's on my top 10 Game Boy RPG list. I used to actually be like an aspiring YouTuber, like trying to put like effort and shit into my videos, but you know, nobody ever watched it. And then you get like now AI slop that just people just put in ChatGPT and roll out, and they get like 6 fucking million views. So I don't know what to tell you. Effort does not mean anything. This is not a meritocracy. This is not a merit-based society. But whatever. So the short version, I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Was one of the few RPGs to see the light of day on the Game Boy. That being said, it was a textbook action adventure quantity. Final Fantasy Adventure is a rare phenomenon in gaming history. Why? Because Final Fantasy Adventure really isn't considered a proper Final Fantasy game in this day and age. In fact, there's some incredibly strange things that are going on with this game. It was a kind of a Zelda spin-off. They wanted to compete with Zelda, and they did. It's fucking great. Like, Final Fantasy Adventure is still one of my favorite games. The Game Boy Final Fantasies in general, and how it relates to current Final Fantasy, and there's actually another spin-off series that we'll talk about that's kind of related. So let's go. What old Evan Glare is talking about here is by the way, cheers, we just took another Jager shot, actually a Jager bomb, if you will, of Bang. We're doing Jager bombs of Bang cotton candy energy. It's pretty good. 0 calories. We love it. I'm talking about Final Fantasy Legend, which turned into the Saga series, which I am not as in depth on. I'm a big Mana fan, big Final Fantasy fan. Maybe one day we'll just like go through every Saga game. That might be fun. I don't know. Some like content for the channel, right? Go ahead and dive right in. When this game was released back in 1991, it was known as Seiken Densetsu Final Fantasy Gaiden. Remember Final Fantasy Gaiden, the offshoot of Final Fantasy, the side quest of Final Fantasy. And that's what the Mana series became. This is the very first entry into the Mana series. I thought I did a whole month of this. I don't think I did. I am toying with the idea of bringing the Euro Final Fantasy back after like 10 years. Because I did this in 2016, 2017. I'm toying with the idea of bringing it back because we've had Final Fantasy Remake. We've had Final Fantasy Rebirth. We've had Final Fantasy 16. We've had a plethora of Final Fantasy shit. We've had many Final Fantasy 14 expansions that are amazing. Like, it may be a time to bring back a year of Final Fantasy Part 2. I probably wouldn't do it in this. I don't have these assets anymore. I created like everything you see other than this like box. I don't have these assets anymore. I created them in After Effects. Like I put a lot of time and effort into all of this shit. I just don't have it anymore. But maybe it'll return in another form. I don't know. I do love Final Fantasy though, and I still think my 30-year retrospective, 125 videos, even dedicated Final Fantasy channels do not have shit that I've covered. But nobody gives a fuck, so.
Remember that name. Essentially, this was one of the first spin-off Final Fantasy games, the word guide in itself meaning side story. The game has most of the trappings that you would expect in a Final Fantasy game, like chocobos and a high fantasy kind of medieval style world with very compelling story actually for a Game Boy game, and the music was fantastic. In fact, it's some of the best music even to this day.
Yeah,
but what it didn't have was...
He's right about that. You want to know how? Yeah, do you want to know how consistent I am with my telling of how good the music is? Look, let's look at my Cordify. Who's Andrew? What a fucking stupid name. Who would ever name their kid fucking Andrew? That is the worst name that has ever been uttered by humankind. Can we... Here, let's go to my library. Look at that. Look. Even to this fucking day, my favorite songs, my top 4, Valley of the Queens, Ice Cap Zone, Don Williams, and fucking Final Fantasy Adventure. Look, even to this day, that is one of my most played songs. Okay, I don't want to be like, oh, he's a poser. He just likes to... Look at these top 4. It doesn't even have an Arion song, which is my favorite band in it. But, like, look. This is the best use of AI, by the way. Whenever people are like, AI is terrible. No, this is fucking amazing. Hold on, why won't it do the thing that it should do? Actually, that's a lie. Valley of the Queens is number 1 because it has the top 3 queens of metal. But hold on. Can we like open this? Why isn't my interneting? Why are we not? Oh, you know what? I bet I know why. We are we're taking up all of the interneting bandwidth. We need to limit the download speed to like 15. Okay. Dude, I have shitty internet where I am. That should be fine. It's not limiting my upload speed, it's limiting my download speed. So that's probably why. I would imagine. Okay, clearly. What the fuck? What? Why is not the thinging? You see the fingers, but you never see them fing, right? They're called fingers, but when do they fing? Okay, here we go. So this is the best version of AI, like Cordify. Put in a song, spit you back out the chords. super dope ass song. Best part right here. By a Game Boy. By a fucking Game Boy. Love it. Love it. Anyway, point is, super great music.
It's a turn-based battle system. Final Fantasy Adventure employed a top-down view that was like Legend of Zelda, especially combat-wise.
It was their Zelda, like, on Game Boy. This was their Zelda killer, which debatably maybe not. Zelda Link's Awakening is great. Nobody really remembers Final Fantasy Adventure. They got 2 remakes though, Adventures of Mana and Sword of Mana, which are both great in their own right, but you know.
Clear case that they were trying to jump on the bandwagon due to how popular Zelda was and of course still is today.
Oh shit.
The game has great graphics for being a Game Boy game, and it's just an all-around great adventure. Before we dive deeper into the strangeness of this game's legacy, I cannot skip over what's an extremely important story with my experience with this game.
What did I experience?
One puzzle that stumped me for literally...
Oh, this is true. I did not beat this game for many years. I got it in probably like 93, 94 or something like that. Whenever it came out, and I did not actually beat this game until well into the 2000s. I didn't have internet, or if I did, I didn't find this thing. It was called Palm Trees and 8, right? That's all they gave you. That's all they fucking gave you for the hint to this game. And I thought, like, okay, well, you gotta find 8 palm trees and then do a thing there, right? Like, that's what any fucking normal person would do. But turns out my dad actually solved this. He's like, what if you got 2 palm trees and you made a figure 8? Didn't happen until I was in like 10th grade. This was like 10 years later after I got the game. There was no like guidebook for it. There was like, the internet was in its infancy. Had no fucking idea. And it turned out that was true, but let's hear what old Evan Glare has to say.
Years. I didn't figure out the puzzle until the very late 90s when I had access to the internet and GameFAQs came around. But keep in mind, I had this game.
Actually, that's a lie. It was my dad who figured it out. Yeah, it's a lie for me.
Launch in 1991, maybe a little bit after 92.
91.
I won't spoil the answer to the puzzle here, but
I just did. I spoiled the answer. There's a particular place where there are 2 palm trees and you have to make a figure 8. I was too stupid. I remember at least in the 9th grade. We were at least in the year 2000. I don't know why I said the late 90s. Maybe I was trying to like save face or something, but my dad figured it out. I remember talking about this in high school with a person who also couldn't figure it out.
Is that what stumped me was palm trees and 8. So, getting back to what is really interesting with this game is that it's actually the first game to a little-known series that you might have heard of called the Mana series.
Oh, that's the series I'm playing right now. Who would have thought?
Nobody really knows about? Yeah, it's one of the first of that franchise. In fact, it did kick off that franchise.
Yeah, it's not one of the first. It is actually the first of the Seiken Densetsu, or the Mana series of Final Fantasy. It's a big thing. It's a really big thing of the action adventure kind of portion of Final Fantasy, which they themselves has also done with like the more recent games. But It's kind of its own thing now, and I love them both.
So you may see why today people don't really classify this game as a true Final Fantasy game because it's part of the Mana series. It was the first game in the Mana series. But the argument can be made that the Mana series
does it not really?
Is...
I mean, everyone, the commentator does not sound like me. Well, he was happy. He was married. He had his whole life ahead of him. And then bad shit happened about 2 years later. But I assure you, this is the same me. In fact, we can look at the very last episode. Actually, it may be fun to go back down towards memory lane.
A branch of Final Fantasy just due to this game. I won't go into
it doesn't
any
sound
other
like me like at all
games during this Final Fantasy project, but it's definitely worth mentioning. So it being part of the Mana series, yeah, that's interesting, but there's also another couple of things that make this game pretty interesting, and that
I'm gonna be real, like I don't even remember, like I am teaching myself about shit that I knew, like every week I came and I sat down and I like wrote a script and I did a new video every like Tuesday and Friday or something. And I don't remember what kind of shit Chocobo wrong. Did I really? How did I say Chocobo? I don't remember saying that wrong. It didn't register in my mind.
It has actually
Chocobo.
distinctly different remakes. One was called the Sword of Mana that came out on the Game Boy.
We love Sword of
At
Mana.
that time,
we love the remakes, by the way. Adventure of Mana, Sword of Mana. It got 2 different remakes. Maybe it'll get 3. Adventure of Mana or Final Fantasy Adventure is a fucking fantastic game.
The entire game was completely remade from the
one of my
graphics
favorite,
and the combat system and everything, and it fit the kind of storybook aesthetic.
Yeah, it had kept that storybook aesthetic that we've seen since Secret of Mana. Maybe Final Fantasy Adventure didn't have this aesthetic, but it didn't. It was its own thing. And then we went towards this like children's storybook aesthetic, and then we went to the Gunnar aesthetic as we've seen with Palomina. But you can even see like back then, whenever we had this storybook kind of like children's fairy tale kind of thing, like we've still kept that aesthetic to this day, and it's super dope.
Aesthetic that the Mana games were going for and had made themselves known for back then. That remake was absolutely amazing. I love it. In fact, I love all the remakes of this game, but it's just completely wildly different than the game that I'm talking about today.
Wildly.
So, like I said, it doesn't.
Maybe a little bit too hyperbolic. Wildly different. Maybe more in tune with the style of the Mana games. Wildly different. I don't know. Maybe. Sure.
Stop there. To my surprise, I had stumbled upon the fact that there exists a game for the PS Vita and mobile devices known as Adventures of Mana.
Yeah, I have it on my fucking iOS right now.
It's not a remake of the Sword of Mana game. It's a remake of Final Fantasy Adventure.
Yep.
This game,
it is more in tune with the original game. Yeah. Yeah, it's fucking great. Both remakes are great.
Actually doesn't use that crazy art style that Sword of Mana used. It kind of uses a upgraded 3D version of the original game, and the game feels more like the original Game Boy game. And what's really cool is you can actually even play the original music from the game.
Oh, it's 3 o'clock. We have to do another shot.
Adventures of Mana remake. The weird thing is that not only have they added in Final Fantasy jobs to the leveling system and thus kind of reintegrated it into its Final Fantasy roots, Sword of Mana actually pushed the game further away from the Final Fantasy roots because it entailed that storybook aesthetic and the Mana series kind of tropes that the games are known for. So it's really...
Sword of Mana tried to become its own thing, while Adventure of Mana, like the remake on the iOS and PS Vita and everything, tried to like more align itself with Final Fantasy. It's like a tug of war kind of thing. Both are great. Honestly, were I to tell you what game to play, I would say play the remake of Adventure Mana. But Sword of Mana is fine. Any kind of Mana game is fine. Secret of Mana. We're downloading Trials of Mana. We're playing Vision of Mana. There's a PlayStation 2 Mana game called World of Mana. There are 2 DS, 3DS games called Children of Mana and Heroes of Mana, which kind of killed the series for a while, and that's why I was so fucking hyped for Vision of Mana. And Vision of Mana, apparently everyone loves Vision, but Square kind of, I guess Vision didn't do as well as they wanted, and they killed the group that made it, which is kind of fucked up. I mean, we could play it on an emulator, and they have internet capabilities like ZSNES or SNES 9X or whatever. Like the Mana game, like I clearly love the Mana games. Okay, even the world, the D&D world that I've built over the past like 15 years that I've worked off and on has huge Mana implications on it, but
different how they've gone away from the Final Fantasy series and then kind of pulled it back. So if you're completely confused right now, you are in good company. However, I've played all 3 of the versions and they're basically all fantastic. I mean, you could not go wrong with the original game, Sword of Mana game, or the Adventures of.
By the way, one of the very first people you meet,
you could not go wrong with the original game, Sword of Mana game.
One of the very What do you mean? What 2-player? What? Secret of Mana was 3-player. If you had the Super Nintendo multi-adapter, like the 4-player multi-adapter, you could play 3-player. It wasn't even 2-player. Like, you could do 2-player, but if you had the multi-adapter, you could do all 3-player. By the way, look at this. The Mystery Traveler, Red Mage, my favorite Final Fantasy class. Look. Hold on. Look. You want to know where my like avatar, whatever you want to call it, comes from? Hold on. Let's know about. Look, that's a red mage. I mean, it's kind of a magenta mage, but it's without the magenta. Pull the magenta back. That's a red mage. He's got a single eye. It's like a Rubik's Cube head. That's a red mage, dude. We love it. Oh yeah. Super Nintendo. Yeah, that's one of the first games they made the multi-tap adapter to. Yeah, 100%.
Game or the Adventures of Mana, and in fact, that's the only mobile game to date that I will recommend people get. It's pretty.
Damn. I have not changed at all. Like, if you can get Adventures of Mana on iOS, it's one of the best.
Pretty cheap. It's about $7 as of this recording, and it's definitely worth it. One last thing before we move on. Remember I told you to remember that Final Fantasy Gaiden name? Well, if you go and look for that on the internet, you're actually going to bring up a game that we've already talked about called Final Fantasy and the 4 Heroes of Light. Originally in Japan.
Oh, I'm invoking 4 Heroes of Light, which I never beat, but I played extensively.
And that held the title of Hikari no 4 Senshi Final Fantasy Gaiden. So technically it's the second Final Fantasy Gaiden game, but isn't actually related to the first Final Fantasy.
Dude, give me a YouTube series that will tell you that Final Fantasy 4 Heroes of Light is Final Fantasy Gaiden 2 that is not actually Final Fantasy Gaiden, which is the Secret of Mana. You can't do it. There exists no fucking video out there that goes into the depths of Final Fantasy. How many views did this get? It's got 13 views. But fuck me for giving people knowledge, right?
Gaiden,
Like,
but
fuck
it
me.
did start its own successful spin-off known as the Bravely series, which Square maintains has
True.
a connection to the
And that series is still going on. There is a remake of Bravely Default 2, I believe. Maybe it's the first Bravely Default on the Switch 2 that is still going on today. Dude, like, I gotta cover that too if I'm gonna redo this or advance this year of Final Fantasy shit, man. There's like a billion different fucking products that I could do.
proper Final Fantasy, despite it being exactly what you would expect an old Final Fantasy to be.
Yeah,
built
the
with today's
Bravely
standards,
Default
which
is
calls
great.
into question what a Final Fantasy game is, because a lot of people don't picture Final Fantasy as being a adventure action combat game, but Bravely Default.
Ooh, that aged poorly, didn't it? Okay, this is when Final Fantasy 15 kind of just came out. Now Final Fantasy is pretty like front and center an action adventure kind of game. It is no longer a turn-based kind of thing. Final Fantasy 16, Final Fantasy 7 remake. This actually came out before remake. Okay, so I would have to do Final Fantasy 7 remake, Final Fantasy 7 rebirth, Final Fantasy 7 16. We don't know Final Fantasy 17, but then we have like Final Fantasy 14 Endwalker. We have Dawn Trail. Dude, I probably have enough for at least 100 videos. If I do like the 40th anniversary of Final Fantasy or something.
Is more Final Fantasy than a current Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy 15. Alright, it's incredibly confusing, but it's really interesting with this Final Fantasy adventure, the steps that Square started to taking the series in an all new different direction. Regardless, Sword of Mana, Final Fantasy Adventure, Adventures of Mana, all of those games are all the same game, and you should play all of them. They are absolutely awesome.
He's right.
Next time
Old
on
Evan
A
Blair
Year
is
of
right.
Final Fantasy, we're going to be heading back into the music realm with the hit spin-off series, Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy.
Music realm.
Next time, Crystal Warriors, keep on gaming.
That was... Oh, look at all this, like, fucking After Effects shit that I did, compared to now. Who is Andrew? What a fucking stupid-ass piece of shit garbage name. Yeah, I actually, like, that was my best friend in college, and he was, like, doing a bunch of music shit. I had a podcast. We did, like, 300 episodes, 2 hours apiece. Nobody ever watched it. It was great. Good portion of my time. And I had like the 4 crystals set up. It was like the blue crystals were like RPG shit. The green crystals were like wind crystals, which was like the news, which would just be vapid. I had like the yellow crystals, which were like earth ground crystals, which were like reviews and like evergreen content. And then we had the red crystals, which were our podcast, which was like fiery. We would shit on each other and everything. But it's all gone. It's all gone, dude. I tried. I legitimately tried to be a YouTuber. I put in all of the work. And nothing ever came from it. So. I had a website I had a website too. Kyle worked on it, and I'm actually super proud of this, even though it never took off. Very, very proud of what I did with the year of Final Fantasy. Anyway, we're just getting drunk now.
Oh! Oh, my face!
All right, what are you doing, buddy?
What? What?
Okay, I'm gonna move this up. I've never even seen one of these.
Can the medical mumbo jumbo? Can you fix me or not?
What is so funny to me is like how much a person can put in work and just get nothing out of it. I've actually never seen a person put in as much work as I have. Like if you have a YouTuber that like learned After Effects, learned Adobe Premiere, learned Adobe Audition, like did a thing and like tried to do the thing that I did and never got it. I actually would love to watch every video on their site. But, you know.
What? I'm a monster, right?
I am a monster.
A new life. A second chance
But,
for revenge. Let's
YouTube
see how I can
is
stick
a
around your face.
Hello.
I asked you to the springtime pumpkin dance.
Fickle
and you
mistress.
turned me down. Remember me? 25 years ago, you said I was too ugly to play Dr. Tad Winslow.
Well,
Don't
that's why
worry.
Princess have erasers, hon. You're our new Dr. Tad Winslow.
Now those eggs are hatching, and the feeling is indescribable.
I got a delivery here for the producers.
We're done with
Have a little peek.
with the bang.
They're killing off Dr. Tad Winslow. I don't need your
Don't
stinking
worry.
show anyway.
Be happy.
Ah!
Shit.
Oh! Oh, my face!
Somehow his face reverted back to the old face.
What? What?
Okay, I'm gonna move this up. I've never even seen one of these.
Anyway. Do we have anything other than what we have? Like nobody really wants to watch me play like the mana games. Let's be real. We have here, what do we have like in my watch later? I'm pretty sure. Where do you watch Ginger Cat? Pretty dope. Found footage, done it. I watched that on my own. Sport. Orion, what do you want, broski? Here, what do you want? Look. You are. Yeah. He is Country Cat. He is my best friend. And I actually don't even mean that like superfluously. He quite literally is the reason I am here right now.
And you can't fight the tears
I
that
can't
ain't
stress
coming.
that enough. Orion
All
is
the moments of truth in your life.
Orion's seen some shit that none of y'all will ever know.
When everything feels like the
Believe me.
movies. Yeah, you bleed just to know you're alive.
I kind of want to watch
And
Hannah
I don't
McKinney's
want the world to see me.
Disney
'Cause I don't think
exploration.
that they'd understand.
We love Orion.
When everything's meant to be broken,
He is quite literally my
I
best
just
friend.
want you to know.
You guys are ephemeral, but Orion is here.
I just want you to know.
Orion is acutely aware of the time of day at which I get home from work. And he is there every fucking day. when I walk in the door. Like, he knows. It's weird. It's weird how, like animals know, like, time. Like, they have this, like, weird time-sensitive clock in their brain. And, he has seen some shit that none of you ever have. So, hold on. It's 3:14. I know I already took a shot, but I have to go pee, and I'm gonna go ahead and take another shot. Where are we at right now? We're about halfway done. Hold on. Can you not? Here, hold on. Let's get some. Ooh, I don't know the right lighting for it, but it's about halfway. We're about halfway done. I plan on killing this bottle tonight before I go to bed tomorrow. You know, it's an Everglare thing. Like, we're doing what we got to do, right? Let's watch that episode when they went to Disney by Hannah McKinney. She is a person that clearly takes YouTube, you know, with a grain of salt, and she's like super happy, and we love her. Orion, go ahead, get over there. We'll watch this. Why not? Why not? Who cares, right? Like, who cares what the fuck I watch? I'm just here. I'm here.
She's back in action. Listen to her purr. I am going.
Listen to her purr, baby.
Yet again.
I'll be right back.
I didn't mean for all these Disney
I'll be right
videos
back
to be on my channel, but I don't mind them. I like making them. I think they're fun. If you're not into it, sorry. Since it's going to take me 11 hours to get there, it is 1:53 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, y'all. I got really excited. I'm ready to go. Actually, no, I gotta go to the ATM, but then I'm ready to go. Let me add a Buc-ee's stop to there. So yeah, I'm only going for 3 days, 5 days altogether, 2 days of travel and 3 days actually being at Disney. I'm gonna be staying at the All-Star sports thingy. I don't know, I just needed something cheap. I didn't need anything flashy. In fact, Emmy doing the college program down at Disney, so she's gonna be staying with me. We're gonna have just a fun f***ing weekend. We're gonna have a fun weekend, okay? I'm probably just gonna include everything in this video and make it just a big jumbo video because ain't nobody got time for making all these videos again. I'm not doing that anymore. This is my first time driving down there by myself. I'm afraid to fly, y'all. I am. No, okay. I'm not afraid.
Dude, she's great. She's great. She does a lot of horror videos and stuff. I'm gonna give y'all her. Hold on, her YouTube channel. Please subscribe to her. She is amazing. By the way, just as a general thing here, I want to be held accountable. Never go to Disney. If you're going to go to a park and you've saved up money, go to Universal. Okay. If it redeem a story award for me, because this is a big one. This is a big one. I have a big story for you. I have a big story for you.
I'm not very good at singing songs, but here's a try.
I have a big one though. And it has to do with like theme parks and science and, well, maybe not science, but it's a big one. And it relates to the video that we're about to watch. Actually, I need to not. Hold on, I have to.
With a network of wormholes, you might emerge somewhere else in space. Somewhere else in time. The sky calls to us. We do not destroy ourselves.
I appreciate you. I know you got the stars.
A still more glorious dawn awaits, not a sunrise.
By the way, hold on. I will, hold on. I'm not gonna chip you out of this amazing movie. And to tell you, do not ever, like, don't fucking ever go to Disney. Jesus fucking Christ. Oh, it's nearly 3:30 in the morning. Hold on. Glorious Dawn. By the way, this is what me and my friend who helped me grow mushrooms, like, we grew golden teachers, we grew B+, we grew a lot of psychedelic mushrooms. I haven't had psychedelic mushrooms in about 5 years, and 5 years ago I kind of like made peace with myself, and I was like, okay, my ex-wife was doing her thing, I'm doing my thing. I kind of like made peace with it, but like slowly everything's like stitched back together, and I'm not like great anymore. Because I went to visit my friend in North Carolina, and he had a plethora of shrooms for us to eat, and I was the shroom man. Like, I was the guy that was like, hey, you know, we need to figure this shit out. And I was like, this is not going to be like mushrooms, or it's not going to be like alcohol. And shrooms are not like alcohol at all. I don't take them lightly, but you know, I get a lot of people to try them, like in a respectful sense, not just in like a, oh, you see pretty colors sense. Like, no, I completely think shrooms are to be respected. And anyway, let's watch the thing that
I'm not very good at
something that I think
here's a try.
Is important.
If you wish to make an apple pie from scratch, you must first invent the universe.
It's a lot.
With a network of wormholes, you might emerge somewhere else in space. Somewhere else in time. The sky calls to us. If we do not destroy ourselves,
pretty drunk.
We will one day.
I'm like at a 5 drunk right now. Not a sloppy drunk, but we're getting there. We will get there, I promise.
The rising of the Milky Way cosmos is full beyond measure. Elegant truths of exquisite interrelationships of the awesome machinery of nature. I believe our future depends powerfully on how well we understand.
I will take another shot.
Like a mote of dust.
I can.
In the morning sky. But the brain does much more than just recollect. It intercompares, it synthesizes, it analyzes, it generates abstractions.
Yeah. Don't we love
the
it?
simplest thought, like the concept of the number 1, has an elaborate logical underpinning. The brain has its own language for testing the structure and consistency of the world. A still more glorious dawn awaits, not a sunrise, but a galaxy.
Should not do that.
Morning filled with 400 billion suns. The rising of the Milky Way.
Oh. Sure.
The sky calls to us. If we do not destroy ourselves, we will one day venture to the stars.
Should not have done that. What? I have it on multiple platforms. Hold on.
Years, people have wondered about the universe. Did it stretch out forever, or was there a limit? From the Big Bang to black holes. From dark matter to a possible big crunch. Our image of the universe today is full of strange sounding ideas.
How lucky we are to live in this time. The first moment in human history when we are, in fact, visiting other worlds. A still more glorious dawn awaits, not a sunrise, but a galaxy rise. A morning filled with 400 billion suns. The rising of the Milky Way. A still more glorious dawn awaits, not a sunrise, but a galaxy rise. A morning filled with 400 billion suns. The rising of the Milky Way.
Listen.
The surface of the Earth is the shore of the cosmic ocean. Recently, we've waded a little way up, and the water seems inviting.
This isn't a zero sugar A&W, but listen. Okay. My favorite beverage is root beer. Mr. Snrub.
My name is Mr. Snrub, and I come from someplace far away.
Yeah, I know. They have created a new Crystal Chronicles, which I own, and Darkus owns, and many other people own. We played it. You can get it on mobile. You can get it on Switch. You can get it on Steam. It exists. Oh, we're watching Mr. Snrub right now. Ooh. Oh, I nearly threw up. I didn't throw up, but I nearly did. We're gonna wait until 3:15 to take the next amazing shot of Jager.
Hello, children.
We've gotten about half of it down. You know, we're trying.
Hello, children.
We are trying, my friend.
I bring you love.
If you have clicked on this stream and you do not know what's happening, neither do I. You are in for a thing from my birthday. I am actually legitimately a planetarium director of the largest planetarium in Texas, and I have put myself into lifelong debt becoming a professor of astrophysics, astronomy, whatever you want to call it, of lifelong debt of balls in space, and I'm drinking Jager. And I have tomorrow off, so that's why I'm doing what I'm doing. So
I like the ways.
Mr. Snrub, thanks.
I like the ways.
Right?
Thanks. I like the ways. I like the ways.
And my whole cornerstone of life was built on The Simpsons. It's the way me and my dad bonded. And Simpsons episodes like season 1 through 9, we'll say, are etched in my brain.
I like the ways. Thank you. I like the ways.
We got some apple juice.
I like the ways.
We got A&W root beer. It's gonna be a wild one.
It's bringing love. Don't let it get away.
Don't let it get away. That's what I say about Juicy Krabs whenever he goes away. Juicy Krabs brings love. Don't let it get away. That is literally Juicy Krabs. Are you the guy that
Aren't you that guy everybody hates?
everybody hit? Oh, I know.
I know. I bring you love.
Yeah.
I like the ways.
Snrub, thanks.
I like the ways. Thanks. I like the ways. I like the ways. I like the ways.
Rob.
I like the way
I'm waiting for oh my god. Too drunk. Swedish Wargoat. He's gonna wake up soon, right? Like at 4. He's like 7.5, 8 hours ahead of us.
I like the way
Rob thinks. Dude, we still got half a bottle of Jager.
I like the way Rob thinks.
We got after this 2 beat boxes left. That's what I should have been drinking between these Jager shots. You know, I do like my shots because gets the drunken faster. Yeah. Whoop. No, we have to do the patented. Ooh, they want me to play Baker Street. I cannot do it. I'm not gonna do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. I want to do Baker Street. I want to play Baker Street with them. I cannot do that. Put it in H, you know. This is what Smokey has for me. It, like, I don't know. I became a meme, put in H. I don't even know how I got that meme. I like actually don't, but we'll play it. Who cares? Because why are you here? There's so many other channels. You could have your experience of any other channel. They were talking about like, oh, we don't have pigs in the back because they eat the melons, but Homer did that. You know.
Take her for a test drive.
You'll agree.
And you'll agree. Take her for a test
Put it in
drive.
H.
And you'll agree.
Oh, it's 3:30. I know it hasn't been like 15 minutes, but I'm gonna take another shot anyway. You know, probably throw it up. There's like a pretty good chance I'll throw this up, but it is 3:30, and I'm fairly drunk, so we'll see if it stays down. You'll agree. You will agree. I do have an A&W here. Carbonated, so it may stay down. We'll see. Maybe I won't take a full one. We'll take it like a half. We'll take it like a half C's. We'll take a half C's. Alright? A half C shot. Single tank of kerosene. Yeah, that one stayed down. 100%.
Single tank of kerosene. Single tank of kerosene.
Yeah, we're pretty drunk. Lemon? Yeah. Didn't even have to open the Appy Juice. Which, by the way, which is what my my assistant Paige, who is my employee, which she deserves all of the pay raises in the world. Whenever I come in, like I'm the astronomy guy. Whatever. Dude, I'm not any better than anyone else. I get a bunch of apple juice, and she makes fun of me, and rightly so. She's like, "Oh, you got your appy juice today?" Like I'm a fucking kindergartner, and I'm like, "Yeah, I got my fucking appy juice today. It's what I bring in to my work." And she's right to make fun of me because dude, that's what I would do. Like, "Oh, you got your appy juice today?" Like I'm a fucking kindergartner, and I'm like, "Yeah."
What country did it come from?
It no longer exists.
It no longer
Take it for a
exists.
test drive, and you'll agree. Jager werden złoty klient.
Okay.
Jager werden złoty
Put it in H, baby.
Take it for a test drive, and
Put
you'll
it in
agree.
H.
Jager werden
So you have a pool outside? And I'm not saying I'm gonna end this anytime soon. I'm just saying, like, I may go and take a completely naked skinny dip test when the sun comes up in like 4 hours. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll still be streaming with people, like maybe watching. Why would the fuck would you watch this? I'm a zero sum game. Like, I think I'm pretty funny. I have the knowledge, but like nobody wants to watch me. I've been doing this shit for like 8 years. Clearly no one wants to watch, and that's completely fine. I don't need the money. I don't need whatever. I create my own money with the job that I have, but been doing it for 8 years. Don't know. Nobody asked me any questions. Nobody asked me any like, "Oh, what's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite fast food? What's your favorite homemade food? What's your favorite?" Like nobody ever does that. Like I have to prompt the question with people, and people think that like I should prompt the question, and then I do, and then nobody answers, and everybody goes away. So streaming is a weird game. It is not based on meritocracy. It's based on no, I know. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird, dude. Put in an H. All you gotta do is put in an H and just get drunk, and who cares? Then we got another half bottle of Jager for my birthday.
You'll agree.
Okay. Juice of crabs. Let's have a dialogue back and forth. What is your favorite food? What is your favorite type of food? Maybe not even general, like specific food, but like favorite type of food. Like you got Italian, you got Mexican, you got American, like burgers and hot dogs and shit. And then you got like Chinese, Japanese. Japanese would be like sushi. Chinese would be like orange chicken, rice. Japanese and Chinese kind of overlap with rice. Maybe you got Indian curry. Maybe you, well, I'm too stupid because I'm an American, but like, I asked people that, like, what'd you have today for dinner? Nobody ever answers. Fine. But like, I try to like prime the pot as Joe. What do you mean between like you like Italian, you like Mexican? So for me, Italian food, I like Italian. I'm not saying I don't. I haven't had a good meatball sub in a hot minute. Maybe I'll order one tomorrow. What's your favorite kind of Italian food? Like we're kind of like zoning in on a specific kind of thing. Mexican food, dude. I am I am kind of putting it an age on Mexican food because I love all I love tacos, I love quesadillas, I love burritos, I love every fucking thing. Whenever I go to a new Mexican restaurant, I will tell you what I get. I get a new, or it, like whenever I want to gauge a Mexican food restaurant, you know what I do? Give me your cheese enchiladas. That is how, like, it's the most simple thing fucking ever. What, how, what and how do you deliver your cheese enchiladas? It's cheese in a tortilla, topped with cheese. Sometimes like queso, chorizo, whatever you got. But like your cheese enchiladas, give them to me. I want to know. You like fettuccine alfredo for Italian? That is a good metric of you got noodles, you got fettuccine. Give me your cheese sauce for the noodles. No, that is like the like you're not wrong. I've never really thought of that, but like that is the analogy for cheese enchiladas for sure. I went up to Darkus's place of residency because he's my friend, quote unquote. He punched me in the nuts. Darkus punched me in the nuts. I'm gonna punch him in the nuts, and we're probably gonna get in a fight. It's probably gonna be like a Beavis and Butthead fight. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get banned. But probably on YouTube I'll get banned, but it's like who watches me on YouTube? Hold on. By the way, this is the best site to go to, like, if you want to watch literally anything ever. And the new Beavis and Butthead is great. I'm thinking I might need to end my YouTube-ness. Hold on. Hold on. I feel like I'm about to watch some shit that Twitch will be okay with, YouTube won't. So I'm gonna end the YouTube stream.